Taking a chance to learn what's in my head and reel out the thoughts that fill me with dread. You die for me when I won't even cry for you. Oh please Lord, tell me what must I do? Ticking out a page each day from the letter you wrote to me. A book of lies that I despise, but with your animosity. Take me back to a time we met on that bank holiday.
tonight's show, LB and Martin speak about Man City transfers. Omar Marmouche, Kursadov, and the mystery defensive midfielder. What's cooking, Brett? What's cooking, Brett? What's cooking, man? Let's run the tune back one more time, man, because it's a banger, Brett. I'm going to turn this up, man. Yes, people, welcome back to another stream. What are we saying, bro? Martin will be here in a second. He'll be here in a second. Don't worry about it. He is here. This wasn't clickbait. This was not clickbait. Yeah, Martin will be joining the stream shortly. We're going to be speaking transfers, and it's going to be one of these random nighttime streams where me and Martin just chat random stuff all night. So it's not important, basically, this stream. So if you're tired, yeah, and you're thinking you can watch it tomorrow, yeah, go to bed, yeah, don't stay up late, you know what I mean, and get some dead sleep. This is just a random chat. You know what it's like. You've probably been here before, but yeah, hopefully you guys are all doing well. How much of the caffeine have I had? I've had a Monster, which is, I think, 150 milligrams. And then I had a pre-workout, very strong one, 375. So that was at 5 p.m. as well. So we are cooked. We are fried. But we will be there. We will be there. Let's do some shout-outs, man. Let's do some shout-outs, innit? You know what I mean? Pass some time. And then we'll wait for Martin as well. Big up to Elia. Big up to Joe. Big up to MCFC on top. Big up to Ray Loves Jade. LB got a radio auctioneer voice. Big up to Ryan, Yaya, Balotelli, Galeen. Big up to Joseph, Smelby, One Deal. Big up to Spartacus with the Kalma. NZ Gamer, big up to you, bro. Big up to Hasty Bray. Big up to Karl. Big up to Wazza. Jordan saying Marshy Boy. Big up to Ryan, Loco, Andrew. Big up to Imran, Daniel, Luke. Andrew, Galeen. Big up to City Focus. Saranjan, big up to you, bro. Big up to Eren, Macman. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Smash these likes up. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well if you are new. Yeah, I thought we'd start off by speaking a little bit about Jamala and Musiala, because we've not really spoke about him, to be honest with you, for time, because what's the point? You know what I mean? There basically was... we all thought that it was done. I mean, everyone in Germany was saying it was done. It's done. However, I smelt a fish, chat, last week. No, it wasn't last week. 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I smelt something pretty stinky, Bray. Yeah, and I told you, this ain't cap. I did tell you this at the time. When I seen this news coming out of Germany before Christmas, that everything was agreed, but Jamal Musiala just wanted to wait until after Christmas to sign the contract. Mi amigos and mi amigas. This, my friends, is cap. Yeah? Nobody does that. Nobody does that. Why would you wait, bro? Oh, yeah. You're going to pay me 3 times, 4 times more money per week on my new contract. That's great. I just want to wait until after Christmas with that. What? Nobody does that, Bray. So I smelt something a little bit fishy before Christmas. Yeah, man.
We're doing it again.
What?
Are you living in hope again?
Nah.
Okay,
Not hope, bro. I'm just saying the facts is the facts. Like, you can't con me, mate. Like, when I seen that coming out before Christmas, that he wanted to wait.
We're not
Every...
getting Musiala.
No. I'm not saying we're going to get him. I'm just saying, don't tell me before Christmas that everything is agreed, but he just wants to wait until after Christmas before he signs a piece of paper to more than treble / maybe quadruple his wage.
Yeah.
Right, Martin. Martin, wait a second. No, wait a second. If you had a job, yeah, and you was negotiating a pay rise, which was 3 to 4 times pay rise, yeah, and they said to you, Martin, we've got it all done. It starts from today. If you sign this piece of paper, literally get this pen and sign the contract, from today, you will get paid 3 to 4 times more per week than what you currently get paid. Why on earth would you go, yeah, I'm going to leave it a couple of weeks before I sign a piece of paper?
Well, let's not be stupid.
You wouldn't do that, bro.
Of course he'll have a look. He'll have a look around the market. I'm just saying. You know, you were the one who promised Zubimendi for 6 months to everyone.
Did I promise Zubimendi? Or did I just say, this guy, yeah, should my thing with Zubimendi is, right, is that I get it now. I get it. He doesn't want to leave Spain.
Did I not tell you that 6 months ago?
I don't think you did, Bray. For me, yeah.
Right, okay.
The thing is with Zubimendi, right, I get it now. He just don't want to leave Spain. Fair play. I still think the guy's a bit of a bozo, unless he's going Real Madrid or Barcelona. Fair play. If he's going Real Madrid or Barcelona, fairs. But if he's still at Sociedad next season, that is a huge L, Bray. A huge L. Because he could have gone to Liverpool. He could have come to City, mate. So maybe he's going Real Madrid. Some of the rumours from, I think, Revelo, I don't know how good of a source they are, but they're saying that Real Madrid want him next summer. But that begs the question. They've got to get rid of someone, man, if they sign Zubimendi. Because they got Camavinga, they got Tchouameni, they got Valverde, they got Jude Bellingham, they got fucking Brahim Diaz, they got fucking all these Donnies, yeah, Gula, all playing in the midfield. All playing midfield.
You just call Brahim Diaz a Donny.
Donny?
You just said they've got all these Donnies.
Yeah, all these, yeah.
Brian Diaz. What are you doing?
Yeah. No, but they've got so the question is, if he goes there, could we look at Real Madrid and say, right, we'll take your cast-offs? Because I'm not being funny. Real Madrid cast-offs are still mint players.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get into it. I have a bit of a theory on this CDM for us.
Oh, go on.
Like we discussed earlier, and this is just me, is do City go and get plan B or C now to fill a gap for 6 months, and we end up in a Kovacic-Nunes situation again, or do we wait 6 months and get the number one target?
Okay, so can I give you my answer to that?
Go on.
What I do, I buy the Kovacic replacement now, who's better than Kovacic. So the player I'm buying now is the Kovacic replacement. And then in the summer, get rid of Kovacic and then buy the number one guy. And that guy, who is it, chat? Douglas Luiz.
Potentially.
I buy Douglas Luiz now in January. Yeah. And then in the summer, I get rid of Kovacic and I buy Bruno G or someone of that quality.
I think you could do, I mean, I'm happy, but see, the problem is you've got this obligation to buy with Zubimendi. Douglas Luiz. I'd take Douglas Luiz. I'd prefer a 6-month loan to see how he, whether or not he's happy and he can do the job. My question is, why would Juventus want to get rid after 6 months? Or was that just one of them dodgy PSR deals Billy did? I don't know. But I think we'll say, obviously, City are progressing and looks like on some deals. This Mamouche thing is very weird because you're getting the media here are now saying it's close. The media abroad are now saying it's not close, and we've not even made contact. So someone's not telling the truth here.
Yeah, well, who was that? Was that Plettenberg guy who said that?
Yeah, he's
a bit dodgy at times, bro.
You know, even Jan Agafjotov, who's quite close to the German media, because that's who he works for.
He's also a bit dodgy at times as well. He
changed his stance, didn't he? Within 24 hours, it went from nothing it may happen now.
He said it might happen. Yeah, that Plettenberg guy, he can be very hit and miss. Yeah, I mean,
do you know where I think we are with Mamouche? You know where I think we are with Mamouche? I think the guys probably agreed to come. City want him. I think we're arguing right now on whether it's now or the summer. I think this is where we're at. I think we're arguing, or not arguing. I think we are negotiating whether he comes now or whether he comes in the summertime. Yeah. I think that's the only thing we're sort of debating now. And you might even see some. If we can't get him now, you might see something daft like buy him now, loan him to Frankfurt for 6 months, for the rest of the season, let you stay there and you come in the summertime. And then you're getting in ahead of the deal because you Liverpool want him, Arsenal want him. There are a number of suitors who want him. And we'll see what happens. Regarding Kushinov, personally, I think we're being spun a yard with that one.
Yeah,
again, what I said to you earlier on.
I agree. I
don't believe this Real Madrid rumour. I think it suddenly jumped from 20 million to 40 million. We spoke to his agent, we spoke to the player, and I think Lons have seen an opportunity here.
Yeah.
And thought we can get double or treble our money in. And as I told you earlier, that's the bit that will piss City off and will make City walk away from it. City will not be used in any kind of a bargaining chip.
Yeah, potentially.
So Lons have got to be very careful here how they do it. Because they could end up losing it altogether. But I understand people are frustrated, they're upset, and people want stuff now. I said this to you earlier, City will never ever play out in this in the media. Omar Barada's gone. Omar Barada was our media mouthpiece. He's gone now.
I know.
So City will never ever leak anything to the media anymore. But City are working, they are trying. They are looking at things.
Yeah.
You look at the Kobe Mainu situation today. The City waiting, have a dabble at that in the summertime.
Nah, because the thing is, he's a Kovacic replacement. If I got Kobe Mainu, I wouldn't be putting him in my starting 11. He'd be my Kovacic replacement. He'd be
the best thing since, Maradona.
He'd be my rotational midfielder. He'd be my rotational midfielder. So if we got Kobe Mainu, I'd still want a Bruno G, and Kobe Mainu would be the rotational player. I want Rodri, yeah. Bruno G. I'm just going to say Bruno G, yeah, because it's like Bruno G is for me, yeah, but obviously we probably won't get this guy. Bruno G, yeah, but you can swap him out for like Belabor or whoever. And then I want a new Kovacic. I want a better version of Kovacic as my Kovacic. That's what I want. And Douglas Luiz, for me, would be a brilliant Kovacic replacement. I think he could come in. You could have him for 6 months. He'd definitely improve our midfield for 6 months. And then in the summer, you go and get your Belabor. You go and get your Bruno G, whoever. And then Luiz then just rotates. And the thing is, people, you know what people say then? People say, no, that's too many players. Are you mad? We play 75 games a season, yeah? And you could actually have then, you could rest Rodri. You could actually legitimately rest him because you'd have like a Bruno G, a Belabor, Douglas. We could actually go into games where you go, you know what? We can rest Rodri today, leave him on a bench. And that could extend his career. Instead of, because at the moment, I'm not being funny here, this guy's career is probably dusted by 33, the way we've spammed him out over the last 3 years. If you get proper players in now, yeah, you could extend that career to 34, 35 years old. So go and get Luiz in the summer, get rid of Kovacic, yeah, which, he's done a great job since he's been here. I'm not going to shit on the guy, but like, he is a rotational player. He's a spare part with the best respect in the world. Get rid of him, get Douglas Luiz in, get me Bruno G, and go in the summer next year, yeah, and we'll have fucking Rodri, yeah, Bruno G or Belabor, Douglas Luiz, Foden, and then go and get me Alex Baena. And we're cooking on gas. Like, why is that? That is realistic. People can't tell me that is not realistic. That is a more than realistic and reasonable transfer.
I would love Alex Baena. I think he'd be a superstar. But we'll have to see, obviously, on Alex Baena. I think we need to make a decision on KDB on that one.
I think that decision's already made. He's gone, mate.
No, but what I don't want to happen is I would like to think the club have learned from the Ilkay Gundogan situation. Do you know where they sort of left it and they do this sentimental thing of you've been here for so long, you've done this, you're a legend, we'll let you decide. And you're still sat here in May time.
Yeah.
And you're still hoping they're going to sign a contract. Remember, we were in May over Gundogan and going into June. You can't do that. If you want a Musiala or you want a Verts or you want somebody else, these players are going to get snapped up quickly. And that's not a deal that you start negotiating in June or July time. Those kind of deals should be getting done in March and April.
Yeah, facts.
At the latest.
Well, Haaland started in February because I remember doing all the streams, man.
What we have to do is, as much as this is probably sad, whereas I love KDB, I think he's one of the top 2 players City have ever had. For me, we have to take the bull by the horns and say to KDB in February, yes or no.
So you're asking him?
I would only re-sign him if he lowers his wages.
He ain't going to do that.
Because I still think we need... I know you want, and that's why...
So you're saying goodbye?
Yeah.
I think as much as it kills me, yeah, I think we've got to say goodbye.
I think there'll be a few gone. I think Jack will go. I think Stones or Ake will go.
I'm not being funny, but like if we've got Marmoush, Foden, you go and get me Alex Baena, you've got Savio who starts cooking, Oscar Bob who comes back starts cooking, and then you've got your Bruno G, Douglas Luiz and Rodri back in that team. Chance creation should not be a problem. It shouldn't. Big game moments, big game player. Yeah, obviously we need a new guy in it, yeah. But I think personally, at this moment in time, I think I say sorry, KDB. Has he done 10 years, bro? This his 10th year? Has he done 10 years?
Yeah. He came the year before Pep, yeah. Because Pellegrini signed him, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, signed him, allegedly. To me, I'll be honest with you, to do any kind of a rebuild or remodel or however you want to address it, you do have to take sentimentality out of this. As Pep said the other day, these players have been legends to us and everything, but if they think that's it, they've made football, they've done it, we can not down tools, but we've sort of made it, we don't have to prove anything else. Well, then you're only going backwards. You've got to keep going. You've got to keep pushing. Pep Guardiola is like anyone. He's, the best analogy I throw is like school teachers. Is my own professional. By July, you look at teachers, they're knackered. They're in a bad mood. They can't be asked. They can't wait for the summertime. September, with a fresh set of a class with enthusiastic children who want to learn, it sort of pumps them back up again and they're ready to go again. I think Pep needs, sad to say this, but Pep needs some new students now.
Oh yeah, no, 100%, man, 100%. And this is what I'm saying. And there's a couple of good comments in the chat, and it's a valid concern. We are letting a lot of experience go. I'm talking Gundogan's got to go.
I wouldn't let all the experience go. I'd keep probably 1 or 2.
So this is what I'm saying. Walker's got to go. Kovacic's got to go. Yeah. Gundogan's got to go, and I think KDB's got to go. Right?
See, I'd keep Gundogan.
No, bro. No.
You can't get rid of all the experience.
You can't. I tell you why you can do it. Yeah, I tell you why you can do it.
I'd keep 1 or 2.
No, I tell you why you can do it. Because Rodri is now 1 year older, mega experienced. Yeah, Diaz is now experienced. Ortega's in his 30s. Foden's been playing first team football now for 5 years.
Ortega won't be here next year.
Haaland. Ortega will be. He'll be our number 1.
But only if he is number 1.
He's going to be our number 1. Edison's gone. It wouldn't surprise me, by the way, if Edison left this January chat. Yeah, so jot that down for 1. Would not surprise me if Edison left in January.
A little bit of East London. Sorry, no, West London.
Wouldn't surprise me, bro. Saudis will knock on the door and get him, I reckon.
No, I'm telling you, I wouldn't rule out. I don't know why, and I'm guessing. I've got a sneaky feeling Chelsea will come and knock him for Edison.
Well,
You know what Chelsea are like for buying goalies?
If he goes to Chelsea, that means they're paying him a wage that we could pay. And if they're paying him a wage that we can pay, why are we not paying them the wage?
It's not about wages anymore with Edison. It's not about wages.
No.
So you think it's about money? It's not.
No, I wouldn't surprise me if he's had a bit of a.
That's what I'm saying.
To do,
you think about it. Maresca, the way Chelsea play football.
Nah, he's gone. Bro. He's going Saudi, man. Trust me.
No. I do. He probably will go Saudi.
He's done his time.
I wouldn't rule out Chelsea having a sneaky.
I'm ruling it out.
A sneaky double at him.
Bro, he's going Saudi, getting that 400 grand a week, tax-free cash, living in Saudi Arabia.
I think Grealish ends up at Villa or North London. Don't know which one.
He'll go Spurs.
I've got a feeling. I think Edison will go Saudi or Chelsea. See, well, Arsenal were after him last summer.
Yeah, maybe he'll go Arsenal because they need a new left winger, innit?
Walker, I think, will end up in Saudi or Sheffield United.
Yeah.
Stones, Newcastle potentially.
No, I think we keep Stones and Ake.
Would you do a Slivermento Stone swap?
Potentially, yeah, but
There's your right back side.
I keep Stones and Ake. I'd keep them both and just buy.
I'd have Livermento tomorrow. That's the guy we want out of Newcastle.
Yeah, I'm looking at tonight. I don't think he's got a left foot, so very similar to Kyle Walker from what I've seen tonight.
I'm not asking to play him on the left, am I?
No. I'm just saying.
Kyle
Walker, when he drives in field, he's only going one way, and that's backwards because he ain't got a left foot.
In fact, give him Stones, McAtee, and we'll take Tino Livermento. They can have McAtee on loan. They can have Stones permanently and Livermento swap. See, you're done. Homegrown sorted. Your right back who actually loves to defend, sticks his foot in, can pass the ball.
I like the look of that single that Nobbins has been talking about at Monaco. Nobbins is a very good salesman. And he sold with his single guy at Monaco. Looks very good. Looks like a bit of me, that. Don't look like me. He's a bit of me, that type of player. Powerful player. Strong. Can drive with the ball. Looks pretty solid defensively, like he'll get a tackle in and that. But it's like I've only seen what Nobbins has said, a couple of highlights and that, but he looks
it's like that. I like that Baleba, but I want to see a bit more from Baleba than just 6 months. I don't want to. It's like you said with the Adam Wharton. You had a point. I don't want to spend that kind.
Yeah, but Baleba's been there last year as well. Did you know that?
Yeah, but he wasn't really playing.
Was he not?
Wasn't really playing.
Did you watch Baleba again? Oh, chat. Did you watch Baleba against Arsenal?
Yeah, he's very good. But again, I don't want to whack. When you're at the 80-90 million mark,
that's a performance, bro. That I've seen against Arsenal.
If it was 40-50, yeah. But when you're at 80-90. After 6 months, I want to see a bit more. I need to see a bit more out of someone.
I thought that performance against Arsenal was out of this world, man.
80-90 million quid is not chunk change. It's a lot of dollar.
I know, but the thing is, with Baleba, he's 21 years old. And if he's putting that,
I'm going to do what you did with me with Adam Wharton.
No, I get that, but I never seen Adam Wharton put that performance in that Baleba put in. Because Baleba ran that midfield. He absolutely bullied that Arsenal midfield. Now, what I would say is, would he be able to sort of perform like that and bully midfields in a City team where we've got the ball? This is why I keep on asking about Baleba. When I talk about Baleba, listen, you've sold me already off the ball. I watched him against Arsenal. Off the ball, yeah, world class. My problem with him is on the ball, is he good enough? Will he chip in with creating chances? Will he score some goals? Yeah. Not loads of goals, but can he chip in? Because we dominate the ball. So what he did against Arsenal, where he's off the ball the whole time for the majority of the game, although don't get me wrong, on the ball he was decent, but it's on the edge of the box. Basically, you know when we in the treble year, Gundogan played next to Rodri, because this is the position that Baleba would come into. He'd basically play that role, right, next to Rodri. Gundogan was good at defending. He was good on the ball, and he chipped in with goals and assists, right? You need to be able to do that next to Rodri. And that's my only concern. Now, I would say I've not seen a lot of him. That was the first time I properly watched Baleba. And it was world-class performance. But it was mainly off the ball. And on the ball, it was on the edge of his box driving forward, and then he'd pass it to someone else. So I don't know, man, but this position that we're looking to buy, of this midfielder who sits next to Rodri, they've got to get it right, man.
Are you fully ruling Edison out then?
For January, if I'm ruling it out in the sense of if Atalanta sell Edison in January, they should fold their football club. It would be unacceptable for them to sell a player. Bro, they've never won Serie A and they're in a title race and you're telling me they're going to sell a crucial player. That for me, if they do that, they're not serious. They're not about winning.
Last time Eintracht Frankfurt were in the Champions League.
Well, I agree. And I've been saying this.
But then you can't have a go at the club for not buying anyone. Seriously.
Well, this is why I've said.
Which one do you want?
This
you
is why
can't
I've said.
tell Atalanta to fold up.
Well, this is why I've said.
You need to go and buy proper players.
Go for Baleba. They're mid-table. They're not getting European football. They're not getting relegated. Go and slap down 100 million on Baleba right now.
I need to see more than 6 months.
Yeah, no, I do as well.
Because hang on a minute. Perfect example is, like, go back to it at the very beginning. Kobe Mainu was firing 12 months ago. I went on BBC Radio Manchester with Emily and Gaz. You'd have thought Pele was being talked about the way they were talking about him. And this was the point me and Emily both said. We said, let's see in a year's time. And now he's on the United bench. I'm not saying don't buy Baleba. What I'm saying is 100 mil. There's a massive difference there. If you were telling me 50, by all means, I'll go for it. But 100, that's a lot of ka-ching.
I would argue that you're saving 20, 30 million on
I'm going to get Bruno, mate, for that.
Yeah, but you're not getting Bruno. I'm Bruno, bro. Bruno. Big bro, Bruno's not happening. I don't even think it's going to happen in the summer, if I'm being honest with you.
I'm not saying it. I'm just saying, though, but I'd rather you're going to spend. People are talking like 100 mil is 20 million quid now. 100 mil is 100 mil of anyone's cash.
It's a lot of money.
So
listen, I'm not saying go and get Baleba. I'm saying
you're saying 100 mil.
No, what I'm saying is if the club think Baleba is good enough, go and get Baleba. That's what I'm saying. If they don't think Baleba's good enough, don't go and get Baleba, obviously. I've only seen him once properly. From what I saw, it was a world-class generational performance. Yeah, I've aired my concerns about on the ball. I'm not saying he's the perfect player. I've seen him once. What I'm saying is he's attainable. Brighton are a selling club. They're mid-table. They're probably not going to get Europe, and they're not going to get relegated. Yeah, they probably don't want to sell in January. But if there's ever a season that they could sell in January, it's probably now because they're doing nothing. Yeah, I'm saying if the club feel that Baleba is good enough to come into this midfield, and by the way, it doesn't have to be good enough right now because this season's pretty much dead
100
anyway.
million he does. Yeah, no, 100 million.
No.
I'm doing what I want to do with Grealish, mate. No.
Wait a sec. My point is, he doesn't have to like hit the ground running immediately because this season is dead anyway. He's got 6 months to come in.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Well, pretty much is at this moment in time. This season is pretty much dead.
Second. Behave.
Are you an Arsenal fan? Do you not get anything for second,
no,
Martin?
Hang on a minute. You
don't get a trophy for second.
Second spot.
Whoa. Second place winners, guys. Raise the trophy, please.
Oh, sorry. If we don't win the league title, football shit, I forgot. I'm only here for the trophy.
If you finish second,
Man United fan.
I'm not saying it's shit. I'm just saying, bro, you can't celebrate second.
You can when you've got 2 wins in 15. For damn well, I'm going to celebrate second.
If you finish second, you finish third, fourth. It's the same thing.
Oh, my God.
I'm saying the season's done in terms of trophies.
Put the red shirt on. Put that red shirt on.
I can't believe what I'm hearing, bro. Like, you're trying to tell me that you're celebrating second place.
When we've got 2 wins in 15, the way we played this season, yeah, I'm going to celebrate second place.
Yeah, but you're not trying to tell me that that's like
what you're telling me.
No. So I'm saying
you're telling me first or nothing.
I'm not saying first. Well, I am kind of saying first or nothing.
He's unreal.
No, I'm saying, yeah. If season to buy someone like Belabor, who's a young player who can develop, and you can give him 6 months. It's this season because it's dead. If we finish second or we finish fourth or even fifth, if we get lucky with the coefficient thing, it's the same thing. If we was in a title race, Martin, which I thought we would be, yeah, even when Rodri got injured, I still thought we'd be in a title race now. I would not be saying go and get Belabor. I would not be saying it because I'd be saying we're in a title race. We can't be taking a risk on Belabor, who might take 6 months. I'm saying go and get me Ederson, go and get me this guy, Kimmich, Bruno G. But we're not in a title race. All we need to do is get in the top 4. That's it. And if we make a signing who is semi-decent,
I can't believe that. Anyone who says second is not an achievement.
No. Second is not worth not getting Belabor for. I'm saying if we get Belabor and finish 4th, yeah, that's fine if Belabor's going to be a generational world-class player going forward. I'm not willing to not get Belabor just get some random other guy who's not as good just to finish second because he might hit the ground running a bit quicker and might be better for this 6-month period than Belabor would be. If Belabor's going to give us 15 years of world-class performances. But like I say, this whole talk on Belabor is a bit dead anyway because I've only watched him once.
No, we're not going to get him. And you're not going to get him.
No. We're not because we won't go in for him in January. But my point is, if City think Belabor's good enough, they should sign him. That's it. That's all I'm saying. That's basically my point.
Anyway, at the end of the day, it is what it is. But people going on about if people want to listen. If people don't want to see second or whatever from this position now as an achievement, and it's what you're telling me is exactly what I told everyone 6 months ago when I said if we don't win it, it's title or bust. If it's title or bust, then fine. But then don't tell me you're not Glory fans.
Well, I'm not glorified if we finish second.
You are, because you're telling me it's title or bust. No, that's saying I want the title or it's a shit season.
I'm not saying it it is a shit season. So far, this is a very shit season.
We have become, back to my point I've always said, is we've become exactly what we promised we would never, ever become.
Are you not saying this season is a shit season so far?
Of course it is.
So what do we disagree? We don't disagree then. We agree. We're in agreement. We're arguing over nothing. We agree with the same thing. This season is shit
I
so
disagree
far.
with it. There's now to play for.
No, there is something to play for.
Over.
We need to get
Champions League.
No, I agree. Yeah, we just need to get back in that top 4. But the difference between finishing 4th and 2nd to me is pretty irrelevant. Yeah, I don't really care that much.
Because 4th place, you got to go in a qualifier anyway.
No, I thought they scrapped that time ago. Nah, they don't do that anymore. They scrapped it.
Listen, if we can finish first, and then second with this squad, that's an achievement. Sorry, achievement for me.
Yeah. No. I get what you're saying, yeah. And obviously, I want to finish second rather than 4th, but I won't be like, oh, buzzing, we finished second versus gutted, we finished 4th. Like for me, there's not much difference between finishing second or 4th because it's the same. You get Champions League, okay, the club will get an extra 2 million quid or something. Yeah.
Of course, you strive to be there. Of course, you want to be first and you strive to that. But it's it's not a failure. This is what Pep meant in his comments the other day.
He failed to win the league, so it is kind of a failure.
So what you're saying is so it's league or bust then?
Well,
so 19 other teams
that's
failed for the last 5 years.
Kind of. Yeah, the aim is to not like Luton Town or whatever, but like if you're a top 6 team in this day and age, and you don't win the league, you failed. That every club.
Like I said, I can only speak for me. I don't go to the games to win the league. I go to the games to have fun and enjoy.
Yeah, bro. Me. The thing is, you don't have to come away if you don't win the league. Martin, if you don't win the league, you don't have to come away and go, that was a fucking failure, whatever. But you can accept that, okay, we weren't good enough this year. We failed in our objective to win the league. Do you think the club sat there at the start of the season when they're setting the targets for the season and gone, our target this year is to come second?
No,
they didn't. The target was to win the league. So if they didn't win the league, they failed their objectives. Now, again, you don't have to sack anyone, although some people want Pep sacks or whatever. You don't have to sack anyone. You don't have to start going, hiring an investigative squad to work out why you didn't win the league. You just go, okay, we didn't win the league this year. We failed in our objectives. Why did we win? Why didn't we win the league? Well, we all know why we didn't win the league. Because we didn't sign the players that we should have signed in the summer. What do we do to rectify the situation? We sign players in the summer, and we sort it out.
No, do you know what it is, mate? It's a failure part I don't like.
You don't like the word failure.
No, I don't, because I don't think anything
Well,
about.
I guarantee you, Pep and Karl and all them guys, they'll use the word failure.
I do not think anything about our club is failure in any way.
No.
I really don't. Because you know what it is?
Will.
You know what it is? No, I understand it's changed, but I've seen the failure, LB. I've lived it.
Yeah, but your failure is not Pep Guardiola's. Yeah, but this is the difference. Your failure, Martin, is not the same as Pep Guardiola.
I've seen real failure.
No, you've seen no. This is the difference. You've seen your
I've
version,
seen real
Martin.
failure.
No, Martin. You've seen your version of failure.
No, I have seen the City's lowest ever version.
No, I know, but that's different to Pep Guardiola's failure. This season might not be failure for you, but for Pep Guardiola, this is a failure.
So what we're saying is, see, I said this to people in my spaces. I said, so we got to win the league for 10 years straight, or it's a failure.
No, because you're looking at it as a block.
But
that's unfair. That's unfair. If you do it season by season, it is season by season. Pep Guardiola's objective, is to win the league. And if he doesn't win the league, Pep Guardiola himself would call that a failure. Now, again, that doesn't mean that you have to sack anyone or do any mad shit. It's just about being real, because that's Pep's definition of a failure. That'll be Khaldoon's definition of a failure. Khaldoon's a big businessman. He don't accept second place.
What causes fights in the stadium. Which
why is it causing it? Why is people fighting? Why are people fighting?
I have seen this season.
But why are people fighting?
In the stadium?
I don't know why are people fighting. I don't get it. Why? Why are they fighting? Over what?
Because some are winning the league's got to be all or nothing.
Well, winning the league is the target and the objective, correct? You don't be fighting over it though. Jeez,
but it does.
But why? I don't get why.
Listen, my objective is to, or my target was to marry bloody a 23-year-old. When I was 19, I was going to get a 23-year-old model millionaire. I didn't get it. It doesn't make my life a failure.
I'm not commenting.
This is what I mean. If you go up there and you say, listen, I don't care. People can call me up, Clappy. All ever they want. I'll support how I support. You support how you want to support.
You can,
Nobody tell me how I can support.
No, correct. No, that's right. No one should be telling anyone how to support. But I'm just telling you, which you must agree with me on this. Martin, you have to agree with this point, though, yeah? And if you don't agree, I can't believe you don't. Your version of failure is different to Pep Guardiola's version of failure.
No, because Pep Guardiola will eventually leave this football club.
No, but what the hell is that answer, bro? That is not an answer. Your version of failure is getting relegated to like Division 2, because you've told me that before.
Yeah.
Pep Guardiola.
No. My version of failure is getting relegated.
So you think if Pep Guardiola finished 10th, he wouldn't call that a failure? Because in your eyes, you wouldn't call that a failure.
Of course he would.
So that's my point. Pep Guardiola's definition of a failure and Khaldoon's definition of a failure is different to your definition of a failure. And by the way, you can't disagree with me on that, because Pep Guardiola come out the other day and said, these
in
players,
2 years, Pep's gone.
I don't understand why that's it. That point is what relevance does that have? What relevance does that have?
What Pep thinks is fine.
Yes.
Pep can think what he wants. Yeah. I can think how I want.
Correct.
I don't understand why we suddenly can't have opinions anymore.
No, you can have your opinion. But what I'm trying to tell you is, when I say that this season will be a failure if we don't win anything and come second, I'm not trying to say, like, I'm not fucking throwing my toys out the pram or saying, sack the people, let's have a riot, let's do fucking this. I'm just saying, I'm just being honest and saying, this season has been a failure set based off the definitions and what Pep targets are at the start of the season and what Khaldoon's targets are at the start of the season. Their target this year was to win the league. What's happened in the previous 4 years is completely irrelevant.
Fine. But so was you expecting 5 in a row? Then was you expecting?
I was expecting.
No. 7 in a row.
No, because you're doing that thing again where you're doing it by blocks.
So when does it not become a failure then?
When you win the league or the Champions League. Because that's the target, Martin. That's the objective.
So don't say to me about the blocks when I've said, so I've just said, so we've got to win 5 in a row, 6 in a row, 7 in a row.
No, because
Sorry,
that's not the same.
It's
That's
never
not the
been done
same.
in football.
If you said a Pep Guardiola, your objective is to win the next 10 Premier Leagues in a row. He'll look at you in the eyes and go, "What are you on about? You're waffling. That's a dead question." Of course, you're not going to say that's the objective to win 10 league titles in a row. That's ridiculous. But if you do it season by season, right, Pep, this season you've got this squad. What's the objective? The objective this season is to win the league. If you don't win the league, you've not achieved the objective. You failed the objective. And we go, why have we failed? Why have we failed the objective? The reason we failed the objective is because we didn't build the squad that we should have done. Yes, we've got a little bit unlucky with the injuries, fair enough, but we still didn't buy the right players in the summer. That's all I'm saying.
And that's fine.
Yeah, and what you're saying is fine. But that's my point, is if we don't win the league this year, it's a failure.
As long as we, I said second to me is competing for the title.
Yep.
So I'm all right with that.
Are we competing for the title now?
I don't live in cloud cuckoo land believing we're going to win 10 titles in a row, because 4 in a row has never been done by the mighty Liverpool, by the mighty United. Never done. Do you know what it is? This is what gets to me, is we've done something that has never, ever been achieved in English football. Ever.
Correct.
Ever.
Yeah, and it's amazing.
5 in a row, 6 in a row, and then it becomes a failure.
No, the season becomes a failure. The season.
I said we don't win the league, is it a failure? You said yes.
Yes, it is. This season.
So 5 in a row then, you're telling me is you wanted 5 in a row when 4 in a row has never been achieved in over 100 and odd years.
Oh my, I can't believe you're not getting my point. I cannot believe
I
you're
am
not getting my
getting
point.
But you're not getting mine.
Because I am. I've already agreed with you.
Something that's never been done ever in English football.
I agree, but that's
why? Because it's damn hard.
Like you say all the time, oh, we're becoming like United, yeah.
We are becoming like United.
All you're talking about is the history. The history. The 4 in a row, great, but it's the past. Do we just forget? Do we just forget about this year and next year and the year after and the year after and the year after and the year after just because we won the treble?
The treble was 18 months ago, not like 10 years ago.
Yeah, I know, Martin, but the problem is, football moves so quickly. Man United won the title in 2013. It's been a decade since they last won the title. Yeah.
I said we'd win the league next season. I said it's going out on loan.
I agree. I think we will, because I think this club will make signings. But ultimately, the board of this football club, the players and the manager, if we don't win anything this year, will see this season as a failure. This season. That's it. Not Pep's era, not the players' era, not Khaldoon's, nothing. Just this season. On its own, as a strip, this season will be known as a failure. And then next year we get back on it and hopefully we win the league again. And that'll be a success.
And I think we will win the league next year.
If we make the right signings, yeah. Definitely.
But back to my point, I will never say not winning the league is a failure if we finish second.
And you're more than entitled.
If we finish in 10th, then then it's a completely different.
And that you're more than entitled to say
finishing second. 10th, there's a massive difference.
Yeah. You're more than entitled to say if we finish second, that's not a failure. Yeah, you're more than entitled to say that. But we're also entitled to say if we finish second, that is viewed as a failure.
But then you can't laugh at Arsenal fans or call Real Madrid fans self-entitled.
Well, I think Real Madrid fans are an interesting breed, but they're the most successful club on the planet.
But so they probably do we not call them? Did we not 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago? Did we not call them self-entitled spoiled brats?
Yeah, but bro, this is not being self-entitled. I'm not saying that we ought to win the league every year, and we have to win the league, and well, that's the target. But I'm not saying like if we don't spit our dummy out. I'm saying that's the goal. That's the objective. The objective is to win the league, and if we don't, we failed in that task. Now, what I would say, Martin, is there are
Mhm.
varying steps on the failure. There's a tier list of failure. So if
Yeah.
you finish second and don't win anything, that for me is just like finishing fourth and winning nothing. Like there's no difference. Like you don't get anything different for finishing second. So that's a slam dunk failure. If you was to win an FA Cup and finish second, then you might say, okay, really disappointing in that you didn't win the league, but in the worst season we've had in many a year, you've still managed to pick up an FA Cup. Okay, not too bad. You know what? On the whole, been a rough year. We still won a trophy. If you manage to win the Champions League and finish second, then that's not a failure. That's a brilliant season. So there are different tiers. There's a tier one of failure.
I said
tier
second
two.
from this position.
Yeah,
Who
that
wins 15th to finish second would be something I'm proud of at this point.
Well, you could say what a recovery. Yeah.
I'm the one who said, by the way, we won the league. It'd be a big achievement than the treble from this position.
You did. Which
And
I
you
still
and Tone
disagree
laughed
with.
at me.
I still laugh at you on that one, yeah.
Because I knew what kind of a situation we were in.
I still laugh at you on that. I still think that's mad to say winning the league is better than the treble.
If I'd have said to you, 2 wins out of 15th, and we are 6 points off second, you'd have laughed at me.
If what?
If I'd have said to you, we're going to win 2 games in 15th, and be only 6 points off second, you would laugh me.
Yeah, probably would have. Yeah. That's
how poor this league is.
Oh yeah, this league's trash.
It's either the league's poor or that middle portion.
Yeah,
of the league
that's facts. This league is trash. You know what I mean? It's awful. It's an awful league. You know, this is why Liverpool are going to walk. This is why Liverpool are going to walk the league, because Arsenal are trash, and we're not much better, really, to be honest with you. So, yeah, listen, it's the point I'm making is, yeah, at the moment, the season is over in the sense of silverware. Let's just agree that at the moment, because I don't think without signings, and obviously this is caveated with the fact it's still January and we can make signings, right? But at this moment in time, listen, we might be able to win the FA Cup, yeah, with the current squad. But Champions League, zero chance without signings. Do you agree with me on that one? Bearing in mind that we're not even qualifying at this moment in time, we've got to beat PSG or Bruges to get through to the fucking.
If we can get qualified by the skin of our teeth and we make signings, we've got a chance. At the moment, no.
Yeah. That's all. We agree on that one, right? So basically, we can't win the league. We're not going to win the Champions League at this moment in time. Yeah. So the only thing really that we could fluke is an FA Cup. If we could win the FA Cup and finish second, I personally, then Martin, yeah, you'll like this. I would then probably not call that a failure. I would say, you know what? We're a different club now. We should be aiming for Premier League, Champions League. Disappointed with that. We should have made better signings. We did get mad unlucky as well with the ACL, the snap leg with Oscar Bob, and just a mad defensive crisis. We've got to learn from that in the future. But we've won an FA Cup and finished second in our worst season, a horrific season. I'll take that. I'll be W's.
Oh, yeah. And that's all I said.
Yes,
so I'm not calling it a failure.
But if we don't win the FA Cup and finish second, and we don't win anything and finish second, I will call that a failure. Because this club now has different standards to what it was back in the day.
I understand about the standards part, but just because the club has standards doesn't mean the way I should support the football club.
Correct.
That's the bit nobody's understanding.
Correct. No, I agree. I accept it.
The way I didn't, keep saying this, I didn't support City for the trophies because there was none when I was a kid.
No, I know. Yeah.
Keep saying this. If City got pinged on 115 and we went down to play Grimsby Town, I renew my season ticket. I'm still there. That's
and I agree with you on that point. You can say,
and I'm banned from loving my football club
if we
in a different way,
bro. If we finished 20th, yeah, and didn't win a single trophy, you more than have the right to say that's an amazing season.
No, but
you could do that if you.
How am I support the club for loving Manchester?
Well, you're not a bad fan. You're not. But no.
The way some people are acting it's like they've got a kid who gets 3 A stars for 3 years running. That kid suddenly gets to C. Would they put the kid up for adoption?
No. So let me answer the question. No. So you don't put the kid up for adoption. You say, kid, you got 3 A stars in a row, and then you drop to a C. What's happened here? Because that's not right.
Right. You have a discussion. You don't call him a failure. What, me?
Well, it depends on what type of parent you are. You know
No,
what I mean?
then you're a shit parent. If
Well, you
call
might
a kid
say,
a failure.
well, you know, horses for
No,
you say,
you're a
well,
shit
great, I want
parent.
to say you're a
No,
failure,
I work
child.
in a school, LB. I know, no. Manchester City is like one of my children. It's the way I treat it. I love it like one of my children.
No, that's mad. All right. That's a good conversation, actually. That was pretty good. I enjoyed that. Let me come to some of these super
I
chats.
love how
Guys,
people like tell me how I should support the football club.
yeah, no, that's fine. But you then can't, if you're saying that, you then can't tell people that they're wrong for saying it's a failure.
No. The difference is, LB, I have no problem with someone saying, I'm here for the trophies and the success. I have no problem with that. Own it, though. I have had so many people in spaces and on my channel, and I've said, just be honest. Just be honest. If you, because I said some guy, he was called Bad Guy. Nice guy, actually. I said, if City stopped winning trophies, what would happen? He went, I'd go and support Liverpool.
Yeah, I mean, that's a bit of a madness.
Even though it's probably wrong, I respected him for having honesty. Just be honest.
Yeah.
Too many people are too scared of being honest. Just be honest with it.
I'm not here for the trophies. Yeah. However, I'll just say that the aim of this club now is to win trophies. And therefore, if they don't win trophies, I would say then they failed this season. That's all I'm saying. But we'll move on because we've sort of done that one to death. But it was a good conversation. It was a good debate. Guys, smash these likes up. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well if you're new.
By the way, can you just say chat? I am a moderator, so I can actually ban them.
Martin's a moderator. It'll go full Kim Jong Martin. Like
I will kick you out. So just to let you know, I have got the authority to ban you.
Chat. Come on, man. Let me come to some of these chats. Guys, make sure you smash the like. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well if you're new. Is this real, by the way? Arteta's apparently blamed the ball.
I have no idea.
If that's true, I've seen a couple people say it, but I ain't seen anything on Twitter like an official quote. If that's legit true, then that is embarrassing, bro. Yeah, that is mad embarrassing. Anyway, let me come to these chats, bro. Smash the likes, people. Big up to LB says Arteta blaming the ball. There we go. Yeah.
What's he blaming the ball on though?
I don't know.
Is he saying it's an egg shape?
I don't know what he's saying. I've not seen the
is
quote.
Is he doing
man.
a tie saying that he's blaming? He's like been raided.
Oh my god, he actually fucking did.
Put the quote up. I need to read it.
Oh my god, he actually did. I've got it.
There was not enough air in it.
Way. I don't know. 1 second, I'm not reading it. Put it on the screen. We kicked a lot of balls over the bar, and it's tricky that these balls fly a lot. It's very different to the Premier League ball, and you have to adapt to that because it flies different. My God. That is unbelievable, isn't it? That is unbelievable. What is wrong with that football club? I swear to God, yeah. I don't know what's wrong with football, and it's not right, man. Yeah, some of the fans, not all of them. Like there are some of them that haven't been fucking, got.
So do you think he's in the dressing room with the football going? This is a football. Like he did with the light.
I just think it's a mad club. I think it's a mad club. That club. Yeah, you've got him holding a light bulb, going. You need to connect the lights. The light you need to collect, and then
screw it in. If you do not screw in, it not work.
What I find mad, yeah. You know what I find actually mad, bro? Yeah, and I don't understand why, like people like Lee, yeah, get cooked for this, bro. They got a dog, bro. They got a dog. Do you not think that's fucking weird? And that Lee will call it out, and then you'll get people like these guys on Twitter going, "How are you getting triggered over a dog, bro? You got a dog. Why have they got a dog? And why have they called it Win?
Because they won the Community Shield.
Bro, I just think it's a mad club, bro. Like everything, some of the fans, yeah, the manager, the way they are, like after a game, bro, like the way they go on about referees. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's crazy. And obviously, I do this obviously as a living, and I go on bare different panel shows, streams. You know what I mean? I'm on Twitter. You know what I mean? It's my life. And I see it. And I don't see any other club in the country that is in any way similar to them. They're literally on their own, you know? It's crazy, bro. Let me go through these chats, man. Yo, big up to LB for that one. That was nicely timed. Just got back from work. Perfect stream for me. Big up to Massam. Been in the bag. Big up, bro. Big up Emmanuel. Says we stand with our Oil brothers on their win. Big up Emmanuel. Yeah, it was a good win, man. Newcastle at the moment, man. They're flying, bro. They are flying. Musiala is him. Who is this Jamal guy? Says Jordan with the 2. Yeah, man. Mamouche. Well, we'll speak a bit about Mamouche a bit in a minute or two. Big up Jordan. Big up Miami. Says we're probably paying up front, hence the lower price tag. Other teams play 5 to 10 year installments, hence the bigger fee. Yeah, we'll have to see, man. It's not come out, has it? About what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, maybe we're paying it up front. We only spent 20 million in the summer, so we probably do have a bit of cash, but let's see. Big up Darcy says, I watched Douglas Luiz a lot at Villa. Great on the ball, dictated the play a lot for Villa. Good at set pieces from what I've seen too, says Darcy. I'm all over it, bro. I think it's a no-brainer, personally. Big up to Billy as well, says we have to keep a couple of the old timers for me. I just don't think so, Billy. I think Diaz is now becoming not an old timer, but experienced. What you're talking about here, Billy, is experience, isn't it? Yeah. I think respectfully, this was my opinion versus your opinion. I think what you're doing, Billy, is focusing on the age rather than experience. Diaz is mad experienced. Yeah. Fucking Akanji's mad experienced. Yeah, Rodri's mad experienced. Foden is now pretty experienced. He's been playing football 5 years, won multiple leagues. Haaland is experienced. And then hopefully some of the players that we can bring in, hopefully we can bring in a Bruno who's 27, 28. Hopefully we can bring in someone like that. I think you're focusing, and again, my opinion, I'm not beefing you here, it's just debating your opinion. I think you're focusing too much on the age rather than looking at the actual experience of the players. And by the way, if you want it, just keep Bernardo. Keep Bernardo for 1 more year, then let him go on a free. You know what I mean? Bernardo's not on my must-leave list, but Kovacic...
Put the age of the squad up. Put the age of the squad up. Let's have a look at what we got.
There we go. Squad age, squad details. Okay. Right, let me see if you can see this. Squad age. You want me to sort it by age, yeah?
Yeah. And then we'll say, because I'll go through which ones I'll probably get rid of.
Right, start. This is the there you go. Sorted it by age. This is the age column here, guys. Yeah, in the middle. Oh yeah, you want to scroll down to the bottom, yeah.
So would you keep them? So
see you later. See you later. See you later. See you later. See you later.
Anyone left?
See you later. See you later. See you later. See you later. Yeah, that's what I do.
Isn't it weird that Echeverri is now in our squad list?
Oh, is he there?
He's actually in there now, and everyone's totally just avoiding it.
Echeverri, Bray, got that injury badge next to him as well. Fucking City through and through. Come on, lad. That's what we need to see. Big up, Claudio. Got that injury already. Love to see it, man. Welcome to Manchester, Bray. Yeah, why? What are you saying?
See, in an ideal situation, I'd probably keep KDB, but I'm asking him to take a pay cut to do that, and he's not going to do that.
So just say he's going.
Yeah, I do think he's going. I'd probably keep Kovacic,
I would.
As a backup.
Well, here's my point. Yeah, if you get your Douglas Luiz, who is basically my upgraded Kovacic, then I get rid of Kovacic. If obviously we don't sign anyone, then nah. Keep it. So, he's on the lower list. For me, Kovacic is on like the lower list of profile. Like, I'm not.
Joe Walker definitely gone.
I'm not saying he's got to leave. I'm just saying, like, if we're serious, we should be upgrading on Kovacic. So he should leave in an ideal world.
Do you think Scott Carson will stay another year?
No, I think
he'll go.
I think he's gone. Because, like, listen, yeah, I know everyone like does this whole thing of like, oh, we love him, and like, yeah, and I like him as well. He's a pretty funny guy, yeah. But, bro, like, two of our goalkeepers could quite easily get injured at the same time, and Scott Carson is then well. Can he even run onto the pitch? He's got to get onto the pitch and make dives.
Well, did you see him the other day putting his...
Yeah, bro, he looked like he didn't want to
That was
come on.
funny.
He looked like to me on the bench. He looked
He
like,
looked like an old man getting ready.
shit, I've got to come on. Nah, I thought I was just joking around in the background and that.
He looked like an old man.
Nah,
I love it.
I think he'll go. I think he'll go. I think this is it.
Oh,
man.
yeah, 100%. I think he's going to come. 100%. So you got Walker. See, I mean, do you think we'll get rid of that many? Because we're not going to get rid of anyone in January, which
Okay,
has surprised me a little bit.
Okay, let me tell you. Yeah,
I did think we'd get rid of 1 or 2 in Jan, by the way.
We still might. The only players we can get rid of this January is Kyle Walker and Edison. That's it.
No, apparently they've said they're not getting rid of anyone, haven't they?
No, that's what they have said. But what I'm saying was, if you was to sign a new right back this January, you could then let Kyle Walker leave because there's no point in keeping him because he'll never play. So you could allow him to leave. If Edison spits his dummy out and you get a bid from Saudi Arabia that you're happy with, you could let him leave because Ortega's clearly our new number 1, and all you have to do then is go and buy a backup goalkeeper. Yes. So you could let him leave because then players are not going to play for us much now going forward.
I agree.
But you can't let anybody else leave. You can't let Gundogan leave, even though he's not very good. You can't let Kovacic leave. You can't let anyone. You can't even let Grealish. You can't let him leave, even though people want him gone. You can't let any of these play. Why? Because these guys are actually still going to play for us.
Spot on.
So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. That's where I'm at with it. Let me go through some of these chats, man, because I've kept them waiting. Big up to Jess. With all these players you want in, are you willing to go without trophies for the first season? Well, that's Jess. A great question.
That's not a question to me.
That's a great question, Jess.
And I get in trouble for it.
My thing on that, Jess, would be that's why I'm saying we need to get as many signings in now, because the quicker we get them in, i.e. now, not the summer, it gives them a bedding in period. So then if we get them all in summer, we can expect a potential rough first couple of months, possibly, because they're going to need to get up to speed, get into Pep's system, all that kind of stuff. Whereas if we can get as many of them in now, which I recognize is difficult, I'm just saying in an ideal world, that we can have a 6-month period now where they get in, and at the start next season, bang, we can start quick. But we go without trophies. If we make the right signings, even if we don't win the league or the Champions League, there's no reason that we can't go for the Carabao Cup or the FA Cup next season. So I don't think so. No, I wouldn't accept that. I think that just because we're buying a couple players doesn't mean we shouldn't be aiming for trophies. Yeah. Big up to great question though, Jess. Big up to LB says, I'd rather spend 80 million on Belabor than Adam Wharton. I just ain't seen enough of this Wharton guy. And unfortunately, he's got the LB jinx. Whenever I watch Crystal Palace, he's awful. He's awful.
Well, he won't spend 100 million on it, but he'd spend 100 million on Belabor.
I'd say if the club think he's good enough, I think they should spend it. But Adam Wharton, bro, like, honestly, it's bad. I watched him against United. He got hooked off at half time. He was that bad. It's bad, man. I don't know why. I watched it.
He's having an operation as well now, by the way.
Yeah, but he's had a few injuries. I don't know why it is, bro, but whenever I do these scouting missions on players, they're awful.
You need to stop that.
They're awful.
Need to stop doing scouts.
I probably do, but I enjoy it. I enjoy it. I enjoy watching it. Well, it worked for Belabor. Fucking unbelievable he was. But yeah, a lot of these players are tuned in.
Is there anyone you've watched who's actually been good?
Belabor.
Apart from Belabor.
Zubimendi. Did a Zubimendi watch for Spain? He was brilliant. Man of the match.
I've never been impressed with every time I've watched him, you know.
I watched him. He got man of the match. I watched Belabor at the weekend, man of the match. But they're the only two, really. I don't really recall watching. Richie's a weird one, man, because Richie's decent. Yeah. I like Richie. I like him as a player. It's just, he's my Kovacic upgrade. So to be honest with you, like when people have spoken to me about Richie in the past, I said, no. We can't get Richie in January. We can't get Richie in January. We need a better player. We need a better player. If we're not getting a better player, I'd take Richie in January, but we're not going to get him because he just signed a new contract. But he is the Kovacic, so I'd still need a Bruno or someone better than him in the summer. But Richie's not a bad player, man. I actually kind of like him. But he's not. He's not a player for me that should come in and be starting week in, week out for Manchester City.
Do you know where Richie was a player for next summer who come in and would develop for a year or two and become the Rodri or whoever, you know, like future. he's not someone who's going to come in and hit the ground running straight away. But I do like him. I do like him. Now, apparently he has got a release clause in his new deal. Apparently it's about 75 mil or something. And AC Milan are trying to get in on him. But it's very weird because it's very hard to get. I don't know why. Maybe the lifestyle. But it's hard to get a really good Italian midfielder out of Italy.
Tonali did it.
No, but Tonali didn't want to do it. He got kicked and screamed out the joint. He didn't want to be there.
Yeah.
Because they didn't see, if you go back and you watch AC Milan fans when Tonali left, they were doing protests in the street.
Right.
They don't like their guys leaving their clubs. No, they
well,
won't.
I don't like our better players leaving.
On fire and also,
I don't think any fan that likes the better players leaving.
I don't remember. No, we're not like that. We don't go out and they were doing like the thing. When when they get like cars and you're doing them slow parades in the cars. They were doing that
like a protest.
Yeah, like driving cars around the Etihad, basically. Do you remember when Rooney was going to leave United?
Yeah.
And United fans were doing and then Liverpool fans.
They went to his house, bro. They went to his house.
Yeah, it was a bit like that. Tonali got forced out.
Right.
I think that's why you look at. Because if you think about it, it was the goalie at Juventus who agreed to come to City on 400 grand a week.
Buffon.
Yeah. And then and then at the end he bottled it. He said, I can't leave.
Yeah, he said he can't leave. Yeah.
Barella, I don't think Barella's ever going to leave Inter Milan.
Yeah, probably not.
I just getting an Italian-based player out of an Italian club is very, very hard. You look as well, they don't tend to succeed a lot, especially in the Premier League. You can probably count on one hand the Italian players who succeeded. The Zola. Would you count Vialli as a success potentially?
Here's a question.
He came at the end of his tenure, didn't he?
What do you? And this might move for the chat because I don't know how much of AC Milan you watch, but chat. Do you like Yusuf Fofana? Do you like Fofana at AC Milan? Oh, nah.
Prefer Reinders.
I just thought he got proper stuck in Fofana against Inter Milan. I thought
Reinders I'd love, but they've just had a new manager.
Yeah, Reinders. He got subbed off against Inter Milan, but he got subbed off.
I'm glad you said subbed. It sounded like else then, but he's had a good night.
No. Well, he probably did. He probably got a happy ending at the end of the night. They won 3-2.
Was that in the pre-match, the post-match rub-down?
The post-match rub-down. Bill Vasco says, Martin, this is 2024. City, if you hadn't noticed, says Vasco E. Estoria.
Again, it's fine. But I'm 42 years old. I'm not going to. People want me to change.
Well, the Brazilians are in the house because as Spartacus says, according to LB's logic, failure is inevitable. You know what? You're spot on. 100%. Failure is a part of life. Failure should be embraced. Failure should be embraced. I'm embracing the failure. I'm embracing failure. I'm using failure to my advantage. Yeah. I'm staying up to 3 a.m. watching documentaries. I'm learning about new things because I'm not stressed no more because we're not in a title race. Yeah, this is absolutely spot on. You're not going to win the league every single year. Facts. But when you don't win the league, you failed. But that's fine. By the way,
Spartacus has been fully vaccinated. He was proper leading the Happy Clappy Brigade on MySpace.
Spartacus is a good guy, man. Spartacus is a good guy.
I've nicked him, not you nicked Alan. I've nicked Spartacus.
Well, Andy warned me as well about Edison. He was fucking spot on about Edison.
Just to let you know, Spartacus is now a member of the Mancunian Way community. You've got Alan, and I've upgraded to Spartacus and Dana.
Okay. Yeah, this is true, man. Yeah, first.
No, you can't have Rich. No, you can't have Rich.
Yeah. No, it's a
Failure
madness.
is the
Failure
greatest
is the greatest
teacher.
teacher.
No,
This
I
is
am.
true. This is
I
true.
am.
Yeah, big up to
I'm
Spartacus.
the
Big up to
greatest
Tinsay. Says Pep's failures playing Walker last 2 years. Well, yeah, we all know he should have gone 2 years ago, and especially this summer. That was a madness. Facts. Rampage says Rodri wanted to come back early. Says a lot. Says Rampage. Yeah, I'd sack that off, mate. Say nah.
We need to stop that. We need
Unless we're in
to-
like Champions League final.
No,
or something
no,
like that.
no. I don't want to see Rodri on the pitch this season. Don't want to see Rodri on the pitch this season. What are you doing? Are you looking at your Belabor poster?
Riyad Mahrez, actually.
He's took his Gundogan one down.
That's never played for Manchester City Football Club. Riyad Mahrez.
Oh, that was in the COVID year, though.
My goat. Riyad Mahrez, greatest City winger of all time.
What?
What was the question?
The
Oh no! So
greatest winger of all time.
you're trying to tell me that if we was in a Champions League final and Rodri had been in training for 3 or 4 weeks, you wouldn't play him?
No, I would.
Chat.
I don't
Agree or
want to see
disagree?
Rodri till next season.
Chat. Okay. 4 weeks. 4 weeks. He's been in training 4 weeks.
He'd been in
Champions
training
League
for 4
final.
weeks, start the season, and did his ACL.
4 weeks. He's in training. Champions League final. Real Madrid. Are you playing him? Or are you playing Kovacic? Good one.
Yeah, as Ed said, it's an ACL. It's not like a little thing. What you doing, you?
He's been in training for 4 weeks.
Don't care.
4 weeks.
He'd been in training for 4 weeks.
The doctors have signed him off. The doctors have signed him off.
No,
They've said he's fine.
no,
He's
I don't
in
want to see
training
him.
4 weeks.
No.
So then are you going to play him in the Club World Cup? Because that's another 2 weeks later. And the final for that, by the way, if you got there, is 3 weeks after that.
About that Club World Cup. Don't know how I feel about the Club World Cup.
Right, well, let me get through these super chats and then we'll speak about the Club World Cup.
We've seen the prices of them as well, the robbing bastards.
Chat, bro, is he taking a piss? Let me read the messages. Vasco says, I have
for 20 minutes. Piss off.
I'll remove you from this stream. I will. Let me read the messages, man. I have winner's mentality. I want to win it all. Period. Says Vasco Historia. Yeah, me too.
That's your opinion. Football is about opinions.
It is. Bill to Amar says, any season we don't win the Prem is a failure. Simple. I agree. Oh, unless you win the Champions League, or even if you win I just think you need to win. I think this club needs to win a trophy a season. I think that's where it set itself up for. And that's not me putting on that pedestal. They put themselves on that pedestal. That's my point. Big up Rampage says Arteta is blaming the ball for his loss, by the way. Says Rampage, let's go.
You had so many super chats about that.
Because it's fucking ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. What is he talking about, bro? You can't say that. You can't. Big up to Lou, man. Says, yes, lads, I listen to so many City voices that I changed my Siri voice to a Northern England accent to feel more at home out here in California, says Lou, back with the 14 months. Yeah, bro, you're always in the streams, man. I always see you. So big up for supporting, big up for watching the content and getting engaged and shit. And if you ever want to swap location, I'll quite happily move out to California. You know what I mean? I think it's pretty expensive living out there from what I've seen. Yeah, but yeah, I'll definitely do that. You know what I mean? Because this weather out here is no joke. Man City needs to buy a shark and name it Treble, says Rampage. Let's go.
Where are we keeping it? You can't exactly keep a shark in Manchester.
And Spartacus says, I've been called a bigger happy clapper than Martin before, but big up Martin. Fun fact, Vasco is the laughing stock of Brazilian football. Says
big up Spartacus, you can come and co-host in my space in half an hour.
Yeah, well, I'll take the other dude. What's the other guy called?
Ozzy.
The Historia guy.
Who?
What's his name called again? I can't remember his name.
Rich Pat.
No, the other Brazilian who's been sending chats in.
Who?
Fucking Vasco Historia. So you can take Spartacus, you're welcome on the channel anytime. But I'll take Vasco Historia. Yeah, you can have this Brazilian. I'll take the other guy. Yeah.
Only because he lives in where does he live? California.
No, he lives in Brazil.
All right. I thought it was the guy who lived in California. Sorry.
You need to drink some of that fucking coffee, mate.
I mean,
need
do you know
some
how much? Do you know
caffeine.
how many drugs I'm on at the minute? No, that sounds dodgy. I'm on very serious painkillers. I had one of my wisdom tooth out, didn't I?
Yeah, he did say.
Which one of them? You ever did when they pull the tooth out and all the pus just comes?
Bro,
Not good.
this guy. Right, let's speak about the Club World Cup. Are you bothered?
Not now. I've seen them prices. Definitely not.
Regardless of the tickets, like, are you bothered in terms of like, do you want City to win it? Like, are you going to be interested? Are you going to be watching it? Do you care?
I'd like them to win it for the club, but I'm not bothered. I'm not going to be. I'm not going to be that heartbroken if we don't win it. From a player standpoint, from a fan standpoint, I would like us to go out as early as possible, get some nice rest, because you don't even get a rest next summer. It's the World Cup. So it's like, I just want to have a bit of a rest. And also, let us properly have if we're going to do a rebuild, it's very hard to do it when half your bloody people are abroad.
I think it's a good opportunity for like the American fans to go and watch City.
Oh yeah, it's brilliant for them.
And if you can afford it, therefore go and watch it. And I'll be watching it, man. Like, listen,
and they're going to see the first team as well. They're not going to, because even though last season in America was fun for them, but they saw the kids
most of the time.
It would be nice for some of the American fans to see a
first team,
a Haaland, to see a bloody hell, I don't know who's going to be there now. John Stones, you know what I mean? It's some of the big boys.
Yeah. For me, I'm looking forward to it. I want to win it. Obviously, I don't know how I'm going to react at the time because I can't tell you how I'm going to react because I don't know. Like, if I'm going to be buzzing if we win it, I don't know if I'm going to be disappointed if we get knocked out because that's done an emotion, right? It's an emotional reaction, so I can't tell you now what it's going to be like. But I'm going to try and get involved with it. You know what I mean, and cover it on the channel and watch it. But
I might be going.
I think it's important, for the club because obviously there's a lot of money at stake. And given the fact that we are at a point of a major rebuild and we need to spend a lot of money, this could be quite important for the football club.
Yes.
Financially. Now, whether you care about actually winning it or not as a fan, like emotionally, that's up to you. Like, some people will care, some people will not give a shit, some people won't even watch it. But financially, it could be quite important, this, for us. Because apparently, I think the winner gets like 65 million. Paid in cash.
100 mil for entering it.
Nah, I don't think that's right, bro. I think that's wrong.
I'm sure you get a nice wedge for entering it.
Nah, I think they said they was going to get 100 mil, but I think that was like just to get people interested. No, I'm sure it was 65 mil for the winner. I mean, you might be right. I don't know, but basically, the point is, it's worth a lot of money. It's worth a lot of money to the club, and given the fact that we need to spend a hell of a lot, I reckon £500 million over the next 2 to 3 years, ideally over the next 2 years, to rebuild the squad. This could come in really handy, really handy. And of course, as well, there's this other point is that you might not want to talk about, but if we don't qualify for the top 4, right, which some people might want to talk about, but it's a possibility at this moment in time. If we don't qualify for the top 4, this is going to be even more important because that Champions League revenue is very, very important to the club. Very important. So this could then replace it. So that wouldn't be ideal because we want this money on top so that they can go and buy more players, which part of me is like, don't believe in that anyway. But the club need that money. They need that money. So, listen, I'm looking forward to it. It's nice to play a couple of different teams, even though I think we've got Juventus again, which is a bit dead. But I think we've got an Egyptian team, some other team as well. If we got an Egyptian team, we got Mamouche. That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Did we not get Al Ain? I'm sure. Did we not get an Egyptian team, chat? Or am I bugging out here?
Yeah.
Did we get an Egyptian team?
Was it Egyptian or Saudi Arabian?
No, it was UAE, wasn't it? We got a UAE team.
Doesn't one begin with W? Or am I smoking something?
Chat, who did we get? Chat, someone tell me in the chat who we got. What teams did we get in the group? What teams did we get? We got Juventus. I'm sure we got a team called Al Ain.
Yeah.
I'm sure they were from United Emirates because we kept on saying, yeah, oh, they're gonna say it's a hack. They're gonna say we rigged it. Moroccan team and one from UAE. All right. Oh, we didn't get an Egyptian team then. We didn't get an Egyptian team. Ah, that'd be pretty cool though. That'd be pretty cool. Moroccan team and an Abu Dhabi team. There you go. Big up Julie. Wydad. They must be the Moroccan team. Al Ain are the UAE team, and then Juventus. So that's pretty cool. Playing two teams that we've never played before. Oh yeah, that's it, bro. Al Ain is owned by Sheikh Mansour's brother.
Yeah. They're owned by the family interests. We'll probably get another fan for that.
That's fucking funny. That
we'll get another fan for that. You know that, don't you?
Fine. Yeah. More charges.
Yeah.
More charges.
Did you see that, by the way, with Stefan Boldson today on Talk Sport?
No.
You not see it? How he thinks?
No, I've not seen anything. No, I've been streaming all day.
We're going to be fine with the charges.
We're going to get fined.
He thinks we'll be fine with them all. He doesn't think anything's going to happen to us.
Oh, wow. What did he say?
He even alluded that he's heard a little something.
What did he say?
I'll send you the link. Send you the link.
Oh, this is interesting. I wonder what he said.
Wait,
I think he does that Football Insider. I don't know if I can play.
No, he did it. He was on Talk Sport today.
Yeah, but he does Football Insider as well, doesn't he? Football Insider. Did he do something? Also, this Football Insider channel, yeah. Chat, have you seen this channel? Yeah, I've spoke about it before, man. It's a maddish channel, bro. Yeah. Like, bro, I put like some little thing in my title and people start crying about clickbait. Yeah. You want to see clickbait? Go to this channel, yeah, Football Insider. Yeah. Man City trigger £85 million release clause. What?
Is that for?
I don't know. What the fuck are you on about, mate? Danny Olmo pictured in Manchester. What the fuck are you on about? No, he's not been pictured in Manchester. You're chatting shit. Look at this 4 days ago. Bruno in a City kit, bro.
No, honestly, go on. I'm sending you a link to Talk Sport one.
UCL failure. They reckon it's a failure, bro.
Yeah. Do you know when they'll call it a failure? When they look at the clubs who don't make it.
What do you say?
They'll call the UCL a failure, the new format, depending on who doesn't make it.
I like the format. I think the format's good. I think it's well better.
It's exciting, but
I think it's well better than. I think as well.
By the way, have you seen the new City kit the next season as well?
Yeah.
You've been living under a rock. You've been doing.
Mate, I'm trying to keep up, bro. You've asked me a question about Stefan Borson 115. I'm about to speak about it, and then all of a sudden you've gone. Have you seen a new kit? Have you seen a new kit for next year? I'm like, bro, you fucking started a conversation about one thing, and then all of it, I'm trying to answer it, and then you go, kit.
I told you it was on Talk Sport, and you start looking at bloody Football Insider.
Yeah, because I was waiting for you to send me the link.
I sent you the link 5 minutes ago.
So what did Stefan Borson say? Because I can't play, I can't risk it.
He just said, he basically said, I'm trying to think the exact wordage it was. It was positive anyway. He said that he hasn't heard a lot, but what he has now heard, he thinks City have always been confident. And if they spend money in January, he believes that will show they're even more confident. And from what he's heard from the case, he understands why City are confident.
Yeah, so I've always said, that I think if the club spends money in January, it's proper money. Like, it's got to be over 50, 60 mil. I don't have to spend 10 mil, mate. Yeah. That's a new sponsorship deal. Yeah, that's nothing. If they spend over 60, 70 mil, I need a little bit more than that, really. Like, just to get me started. No, just spend.
Oh, just in total.
Yeah, then I'm like, are they really going to spend £100 million? So if they buy Marmouche for 50, Cousin off for 20, and they get me a midfielder for like 40 mil, that's over £100 million. If the club felt they were going to get guilty and kicked out of the league, would they really spend that money?
Do you know who I think we'll end up with this month? I think we'll end up with Mamouche.
Yeah.
I think we'll end up with potentially 4 players. Mamouche, cushion off as long as they don't be dicks.
Yeah.
Another player that I don't know. I do think we'll get another one. And I think we'll end up with Edison.
I think, we're going to get...
I do think Edison will happen.
Yeah, well...
But it'll be late in the day. I think Edison will be the last one.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I don't know who we're getting. Other than Mamouche, they probably will get this cousin. I don't know what DM we're getting. I have no idea. But yeah, this 115 thing.
I have a fiver on Edison.
This 115 thing's interesting though, man, because obviously it's... I guess we could find out probably not any day now. It's probably a little bit early, but like any week soon. You know, that's probably a phrase that could work. Any week soon, because they said basically, well, the thing's done. Things done. They're probably the guys who are making the decision, the panel. They're probably already made the decision, right?
What they're doing is they're going over the end. What they've done is they are going away and they are looking at all the evidence.
But they probably already know where they're going.
Yes, yeah. I think what they do.
If we kill it, they've probably not decided what the punishment is because I think they've got to have another thing to decide that. But they probably know where they're going, guilty or not guilty.
I believe if we get an outcome in the next 6 to 8 weeks, I would say City are fine. If they say we don't hear anything for 12 months, that would tell me then we might be in trouble. Because for us to get punished, they have to go back into another panel and then discuss exactly what the punishment is going to be. It's not just, right, you're guilty, right, you've got to go to a separate hearing then to talk about your punishment.
Yeah. But the thing is, right, here's the thing, here's a question. I don't know if you know the answer to this. If we get not guilty on all the main stuff,
can we get
back? No. If we get guilty on all the main stuff, but only get guilty on the non-cooperation, would that then require another sort of, you know, not investigation, what like court thing? So then they have to talk about what the punishment's going to be.
No, that's probably a fine.
Yeah, but would they have a debate about what the fine would be and all that kind of
shit? They'd sit and they'd settle that outside of it. They just say.
So what I'm saying is the point that I'm coming to now is if we find out that they're going back for, you know, another hearing,
that's more than the non-cooperation.
We're screwed. That's what we're saying, right?
Yeah.
So
because the non-cooperation is sort of a fine and they'll settle that. That'll be a lawyer thing because the Premier League will say 20 million and the City lawyers will go 8 million and we'll go in between and finish at 12 million. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them stupid little things that gets done behind closed doors. Because you got to remember, this is the Cass case was what, a 92-page document, 93 pages.
Mm-hmm.
This one's probably what, 500 pages.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
That they're going to have to put together. Yeah. I don't think there is a points deduction.
Pep said it'd be February. Did he actually say this? Did he actually say that? Yeah. Because I've seen a couple of people say this, and I've never seen it. Or if I have, I must have glossed over it. Has Pep actually come out in a press conference and said they reckon they're going to find out in February or March? Because if he said that, then that's obviously come from the higher ups at City, and that obviously means that that is legit. So if has he said that, then yeah.
I think he said something along them lines.
He has said it. Said it in a recent press conference. Right, so if he said that, then obviously Carl Dean must have told him that. So that's probably legit.
The only thing is, if you're a how do I put it? They've done the hearing. It will have obviously spoke to Lord Panic and his team.
Yeah,
it's like anything. When you go into a court, I mean, I've never been to court. I've listened. I've never obviously been.
You've been a juror.
Yeah, I've been a juror, but I've never been up there myself. So as a jury, you go in with no nerves, do you? Or no, right. So for example, when I was at university,
Yeah.
and I had to go in to do my dissertation,
Mm.
I could have sat and I could have absolutely revised and everything else for it, but I'm still nervous.
Mm.
I know how I think I've done coming out of that test, exam, or
You have an idea. You could always be
you've
shocked.
got a rough idea what you've done. You know if you've been shit, or you know if you've knocked the ball out the park. What I'm saying, that I'm sure Lord Panic's gone back to City and gone, that went all right, that, or lads, that was shit. They will have had an idea. They will have had
No, of course you'll have
Sure.
an idea, but that doesn't mean a lot.
So I think
you can come out of a court case and think, I've won that, and then you can go back
Oh,
in
of
and
course
be
you
like,
can.
you're lost.
You know, you come out
I
of
don't know,
dates.
man. I'm
and
just
you
like, you know,
smash
this 115 thing. And
you
by the
bring
way,
it in,
beyond
man.
belief, I'm fucking completely with you, by the way, on the 115. Like, he's fucking bored of it. I think we all are. But on the 115 thing, yeah, people always ask me, like, what do you reckon? What do you reckon? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Because you read the emails, and the emails are like a little sus. But at the same time, from what I read, there's nothing there that, like, that's defo guilty. The Yaya Toure contract, the Mancini contract, is it sus? Yeah. Is it illegal? Only if it's a fraudulent contract. Do we know if it's a fraudulent contract? Can they prove it's a fraudulent contract? Is it even our contract to prove it's legit? Because it's not a Man City contract. It's a football club in the United Arab Emirates.
Mm-hmm.
So is it even for us to respond to? If I was the lawyer, yeah, if I was Lord Panic, yeah, here you go. This is proper fucking late night talk, yeah. LB, who's never been university, telling you what I'd do if I was a lawyer, yeah. If I was a lawyer, right, the first thing that I'd say is when the Premier League asked me about the Yaya Toure contract, I'd say, why are you asking me? This is not a Manchester City Football Club contract. It's a contract for a club in Abu Dhabi. Go and fucking ask them. That's what I'd say. Because what they're going to say to you? Yeah, but why have you emailed? Well, because Gary Cook's fucking deals with them as well. It's nothing to do with us, mate. Go and ask them. Why are Manchester City being asked to explain a contract for a football club in another country, mate? Go and ask them. It's not my fucking club, mate.
Well, I don't think they can unless they subpoena them or put them in. I don't think they can.
And they're not going to do that, mate. If the Premier League go to a random football club in Abu Dhabi and say, "All right, lads, we need you to speak up," they're going to go, "Who the fuck are you, mate?" Sorry for
Well,
swearing.
have you heard? They've never asked. They've never
Mancini.
subpoenaed Etihad, have they? They've never subpoenaed Mancini.
Well, I don't know if they've done that, but Etihad guy turned up at CAS and said everything they've saying is BS.
Oh yeah, they spoke to that Hogan fella.
Yeah, I just think for me, yeah, when I deep it, right, like this is getting deep now, yeah. When I deep this, I'm like, could this have happened? Yes, absolutely, it could have happened. Why? Because you're dealing with the most powerful men in the Middle East, getting these Middle Eastern sponsorship deals. And if we needed to bend the rules because the rules were a load of BS and these rules were specifically designed for us, of course we could have done it. Did they do it? Can they prove that they did it? Did they do it? Don't know if they did it.
We'll never know.
What the question I have, right? Yeah, I keep saying this, yeah. If you're about to commit fraud, because this is what it is, chat, yeah, it's fraud. Yeah, what they did is fraud. They're saying, and they perjured themselves, yeah. They're saying that City have put money through a company to get to City, which is not legit. It's shareholder equity. It's fraud, right? If you was to commit fraud on that scale, would you be sending emails from your standard work email? Serious question. Serious question.
No.
Why would you send the fucking emails from your own standard email account at MCFC, gary.cook@mcfc.co.uk? Hi, mate. Can you just get the prince to send a load of money to Etihad so we can get our money, please? Why would you do that? You'd get a burner phone. You'd ring your mate in Abu Dhabi and you say, "You right, bro? It's Gary on a burner. Can you just sort this out for us? Obviously, I can't email you because what we're doing is illegal. I don't want to go to prison. Cheers, mate. Yeah, no problem. I'll sort it." Why on earth would you fucking email? I mean, listen, maybe they were arrogant. Maybe they were so arrogant. They were so arrogant, these guys, that we can do what we want. Nobody can touch us. We've got the backing of the Abu Dhabi government. We can do what the fuck we want. Fuck the Premier League. Yeah, email away. Maybe they were naive. Maybe they thought we'll never get caught. Maybe they thought, oh, we can email because we'll never get caught. You know, no one's going to catch us. How's anyone going to catch us? No one's going to catch us because they didn't think anyone would hack the system. So maybe they were just naive.
Yep.
But even so, surely, why would you take the risk? Why don't you just ring them? It's a madness. This is why, bro, I'm not being funny here, but like weed dealers use Telegram and they get paid nowadays, some of these guys, in Bitcoin, some of these guys. They're selling weed, bro. Yeah? We're talking about international level fraud and they're sending emails on their work account. Nah, I don't believe it, man. I don't believe that they are that dumb that they would do that.
I would like to think they're not that dumb.
I'm just saying, yeah, if a marijuana dealer is more protected because they're using Telegram as a communication method and Bitcoin as a payment method than the Abu Dhabi government, i.e. Sheikh Mansour and Khaldoon and these Donnies, then we have a serious problem at Manchester City Football Club, ladies and gentlemen. Serious problem.
Of course we don't. I think we'll be fine. I do think we'll be fine. And I know that sounds really. I will say this. I tell you when I will think I'm totally fine. Like you just said, where we're going to be in January.
What do you mean? What do you say?
If we spend a load of money in Jan,
yeah,
then I'll be more confident. If we're scrounging around for the occasional loan deal and we spend 5 mil,
yeah, with
then I'm thinking, right, you're owing money back from somewhere. Like a huge fine or something. There's something going on. Because even Staffhandel said this in this Talk Sport thing. He says, why would you go ahead and push on to a massive extension and 5-star hotel?
Well. I listen. Obviously, he's much smarter than me when it comes to stuff like that. The only thing I'd say on the stadium, is that the stadium would still be there if we got relegated.
Won't be full one.
No. But it'd be an investment that when you get back to the Premier League, it's already there. It'll pay off. It's not going anywhere. If you go and spend Mamouche 50 million quid,
then it's different, because you're signing a 5-year deal then on a player,
correct,
who is going to know in 3 months where we're going to be.
And apparently, they're saying that they're not putting any of these contract things in the contract, the relegation clauses.
Because think about it this way, like, if we're not offering you season tickets and we're not offering you all this, that, and the other, they must be confident. Because you're not going to sell hospitality to play Colchester United.
Yeah, this is another thing, right? I'm not being funny here, but if you thought you was guilty, that's a great point. If you thought you was guilty, you know what I'd do?
Yeah.
Oh, chat, guys, we really need some money to pay for this new stand. So what we're going to do, we're going to offer you guys 5-year season tickets.
You say with Barcelona
at a discount. So if you buy a 5-year season ticket for 4 years worth of price, buy 4, get 1 free, but you've got to pay it all in one. And you get a free season ticket or some shit like that. It don't have to be exact like that, but you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, try and word it in a way where, like, oh, you give us lots of money because we're doing all this. So then when they get relegated, it's like, we're in League 2 and you just paid £1,000 for your season ticket, mate. Hold that.
There you go, then.
But they've not done that. In fact, they've done the opposite. They're not getting any new season tickets.
Yeah, they're saying balls to you. We're after them.
They're doing the opposite, bro. They're doing like,
nah,
fuck you guys. Get rid of the season tickets. Get rid of the guaranteed cash.
I'd be more confident. So this is where the extension and the hotel does come into effect. Otherwise, they'd be doing a Barcelona and trying to get the money up front, 5 years up front.
You could also say, though, right, if we did get relegated, they could just lower the ticket prices to 20 quid a
You
game.
won't do that.
Well, they're going to have to do it if we get lower in League Two.
I'm not being funny, but you got to remember, say we get pinged, everything changes for everyone.
When you say get pinged, what do you mean? Kicked
Well,
out or?
Say worst case scenario, we get expelled. I'm not going to say relegated
Because
because
expelled is problems because the EFL don't have to accept us. And if they don't accept us, we'll go to the Conference League.
Exactly. So say we go to
lower than that, I guess.
So say we go to the Conference League. Or say we go to League Two. Yeah, let's look at middle ground, League Two. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm different. You're different. Your job changes, by the way. Because I'm breaking news to you now, LB. You ain't getting 30,000 watching on a Bolton Wanderers watch along, mate.
Bro, my content.
Sorry.
I will. Bro, there's stuff out there. I do cooking videos. I do the cooking videos. I'd become a vlogger.
Honestly, do you think Terry's asking you to go on the terrace to preview Bolton Wanderers for him?
I've put those. I'll do it as a member content for him.
That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm
terrace.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Do you think I'm going to be invited on Lee Judge's channel to have a chat about City versus Bristol City?
Maybe not.
Changes for everyone, this.
I'll become a travel vlogger. I'll go travel vlogging, isn't it?
And that way, that's not a dig at anyone, I think. But you got to look at it. Is LB does this as a job. Now, obviously, I don't. I'm a full-time carer. But people do this for a job. But they do it for the job for the Premier League. When you're out of that Premier League, you can be forgotten about very easily. Very easily.
I listen. I think that the Premier League would not kick us out of the league.
Well, that was where I'm coming to. Are they going to kick us out?
I think if they wanted us out, I think if they I think if they this is what I'm saying. I think if they're going to kick us out of the league, they'll give us 100 points deduction and do it that way.
Over 3 years, though. I think they'll do it over 3 years.
No, I don't think they'll do that. I don't think they'll do that.
100 points, LB.
No, I don't think they'll do that.
No, because hang on. Someone's then going to say, but you relegated, you might as well just give them 30 points. They're still relegated. If you're giving them 100, does that then kick on to the next league?
What do you mean, next league?
Right. If you give them a minus 100 points,
we get relegated.
But we'd get relegated if they give us minus 30. Just relegate us then.
No, we wouldn't get relegated. Right. Minus 30.
Right. Sorry. Say you give us minus 50 then.
We probably wouldn't get relegated.
What are we on now? 35?
We're on 34.
Right. So you're starting on minus 14, minus 16.
Right. Last year, you needed 27 points to stay in the league.
Right. So you're at minus 16.
Oh, 50. You need what? 77 points to stay in the league. Right. Last year. The year before that, you needed 35. So what's that? 85. That's doable. The year before that, you needed 36. 86. Harder, but doable.
That's what I'm saying. If you go in 100,
28.
I think 100, they would take us into another league. They'd say, yeah, carries on.
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't, because you can't do that. It's a Premier League. You can't do that. It's a Premier League sanction.
Then why do 100 then 100?
Because it's they're doing it because it's saying you are relegated. We are relegating you.
100's the same as 50 or 60. There's no difference.
It's not the same. I've just proved
it.
How is it the same? If you get 50 point deduction, I've just proved to you that we could
stay
stay
minus 70 odd points. There's not enough games to get you back.
What? What are you on about?
What are we on now? Minus 34.
You just said if you get
we're on 34 now. Yeah.
Yes.
We get relegated minus 100. That takes us to what? Minus 66?
Yeah, so we're relegated.
Like that.
We're relegated.
Right. There's only 18 games left.
Yeah, what?
How many points is that? There's not enough points.
What, minus 100?
If they give us that, a minus 100.
Yeah, we get relegated. That's what I'm saying.
Right, yeah. Carry on. You're not quite getting what I'm trying to say here.
No, what I'm
I
saying
get
is
that.
if they give us a minus 100 point deduction, we're relegated.
Yeah, I understand that.
So that's what they do. If they want to relegate us, they would give us a 100 point deduction because that relegates us. You're saying, well, why wouldn't they just give us a 50 point deduction? Because a 50 point deduction might not relegate us. We're that fucking sick. We're so good that we might not get relegated on a minus 50. I've just proved it to you by reading out what the relegation zones were.
Right, by the way, there's only 54 points available. Yeah?
Yeah.
At the moment. We're on 34. We get minus 100 with a minus 66.
Yeah.
We add 54 to that. You are still on minus 12.
So we get relegated.
Yes. But we've not even got an opportunity to just expel us then.
No.
You might as well just give us minus 50.
Oh,
minus 60. 100's just a random number, is what I'm saying.
Are you being serious? Are you trying to wind me up here?
Minus 100 gives us no chance whatsoever.
Yes, because that's the sanction.
To just relegate us.
No, because if they relegate us, then the EFL have to make a decision about whether they want us or not. And the
No,
Premier
that's
League,
expulsion.
so why would you? So I don't get what you're saying. Why would you then say? What do you mean by relegate us? What you're saying then?
Right,
So we
hang
just
on a
don't.
minute.
We don't play any games for a year.
People want to call me peanut bread and everything else. Behave. You're not listening to what I'm saying. Right?
I'm lost, bro. I'm saying, if they wanted to relegate us without causing a huge, massive problem for the league in terms of fixtures and the EFL about making a decision, you give us a minus 100 point deduction. That means that you City will play all the games. It doesn't affect the league in terms of fixtures, and it doesn't give the EFL a problem about making a decision about taking us into the Championship. If they just say you're relegated, they're kicking us out the league, that means the EFL then have to make a decision. That puts the EFL in the shit.
I'm just wondering where you got the minus 100 from.
Because the 100 relegates us. It's a guaranteed relegation.
Right.
It could be minus 75. It's got to be over 65 for me. It's got to be over 65, 70. Because anything less than 65, City could be saved.
If they win everything, they've got to win all 18, which I don't think they will anyway.
But you're talking about this year. It's probably not going to be this year, unless we're innocent. Because with appeals,
I'm saying I
next
think
season.
they could do the 100. I think they'd do it over 2 or 3 seasons.
Yeah, I don't think they'd do that.
I don't think they'd do it in one season.
Yeah.
The trouble is, it's like Everton and Forest got minus 10. But Forest got, was it 5 million? Something really small on them. And they got a 10-point deduction just for that.
This is what I'm saying, Vinny. Minus 60 or minus 70.
No, that's what I was saying. That was my point to you. Where's the 100 come from?
The 100 is just a random. The 100 is just a random. It's a random number.
Right.
That guarantees us. Right. Guarantees us to be relegated.
That's where the confusion's come.
Which doesn't cause the EFL a problem about taking us into the league, because in that situation we've been relegated legitimately. The EFL can't then not take us because we've been relegated legitimately.
Couldn't City argue you've given us 100 to guarantee us relegation?
But the Premier League could just say, because we're relegating you.
No, I know. Again, I'm just saying, wouldn't City's lawyers say you're not going to give us any opportunity to get out of this?
No. Well, no. If the crime warrants a 100-point deduction, then the crime warrants a 100-point deduction. And the Premier League could say, we're actually being quite nice to you, because the alternative is we just kick you out of the league, and then you're at the hands of the EFL.
No, kicking us out of the league, I think, would cause a legal obligation, because then you've got who goes in. Exactly,
you're causing problems then for themselves.
Yeah, because you're going to have a knock-on effect going down, because if you expel us, the EFL don't have to accept us, and you put us in League 2, well, what happens to the teams in League 1, and what happens to the teams in the Premier League? And it's a whole mess. I think it'll be a mess anyway. because I think because the problem is you've got to remember Arsenal, Tottenham, United, who else was it? Liverpool, haven't they drawn up papers to legally start a legal challenge on us immediately?
Well, it's the panel that can decide to award compensation.
Right. So you think about it. We're then going to start because it will come up of taking trophies away.
That is a thing that
If
they
you're
could
looking,
do.
if you're going to minus 100 points, and I know that was just a fictional number you threw out now, that's where I got confused. Because what you're trying to say is it would have to be huge for the proportion of the crimes and everything else that you're talking about. Because by the way, we're not even ruling out this could even end up in a criminal situation if the guilt.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's fraud. So yeah, you're right.
That's the other side of the coin we've not even looked at. We're only looking at it from a football standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
For the owners or the people involved in this, they could really be in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Mancini might be looking at tax evasion and all this stuff and fun and games for him.
Well, that's fact because, right, if yeah, you're right, because if you look at the Yaya Toure and the Mancini contract,
Exactly.
that's income earned in the Middle East. So I'm not a tax expert,
This
but
is
to
what I'm
me,
saying.
that would suggest to me that if you're earning that while working in the Middle East, that you don't pay UK tax on it. I imagine. Correct me if I'm wrong. If there's a accountant in the chat. So then, if it's proved that that is actually a lot of BS and it was income earned by Manchester City, that should be taxable income for the UK government. So that the UK government could get involved.
By the way, I don't think, like DJ said, I don't think they'll go after Mansour. I think Mansour would be safe. Because I think Mansour and Khaldoon would say, we didn't know anything about this people. It's the other people below us.
No, I agree that the Premier League are not going to go after them because what's the point? But if the Premier League can prove the case, then HMRC might go, oh.
We might end up with a Roman Abramovich situation where they say you're not allowed to run the club here. You've got to sell up.
Fucking mad, isn't it?
Yeah, we might be in a situation, I'm only saying might, where we may be forced to sell the club up.
Well,
now, don't get me wrong, I will say this, speaking to some fans this week, some fans would like that if we are guilty.
Okay, so this is a good question for the chat. In fact, let me come to these super chats first and we'll carry on this conversation, right? We got to Dash.
Why do our late ones get deep?
I don't know, bro. Also, pause. In my opinion, not winning titles in off-season is fine, but don't start abusing people. However, I want the club to uphold its standards and to fully try in competitions, says Dash. Big up to you, bro. Hey, bro, that was funny, by the way, before when you this guy timed me out in my own channel.
Dash knows I always get. This is why I didn't come in for 3 months because anything I say, some just hate me and attack me.
Well, he timed me out of my own channel, bro. Funny guy. Big up Dash, bro. Big up to Nazar as well. Says Pep said the same about the Carabao Cup ball. Don't believe me? Search it up. We'll allow that. Nazar. Why are you grassing for, you snitch? Why are you grassing for?
I was going to say he's a City fan as well, and he's not even.
I know he's grassing on it. He's grassing Pep up, bro. Big up to Joe says, if we don't get top 4, how hard will our summer targets be, do you think? Will it be harder? This is why we were speaking about it before.
I don't think it will.
Whole thing.
United bought Paul Pogba when they were shit.
But the Club World Cup could become more important then because we need to maximise our revenue.
I think for one season would be all right. If we went 2 seasons, we'd be in trouble then.
Yeah, I agree. I think we'll be all right.
Because Liverpool still made signings, United still made signings. I think you get away with it for 1 year because you could say it's 1 year blip, we're rebuilding. You can't get away with it for 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, I'm probably with you on that one. I think we'll be able to get most of it done. Big up to Joe. And big up to Nadir as well. Says WWE and John Cena did a promo for the summer tour. Those companies do checks as well. Mamu signs on Wednesday, I think. Should look in Portugal for a DM, says Nadir with the 6. Yeah, I think Mamouche will be done in the next few days. That's what the Mail are saying anyway. They say it's going to be done in the next couple of days.
I've got a feeling we'll do a bit of shopping in Italy. I don't know why.
You think we're getting Edison?
Brazilians are pretty cheap in Italy, I've heard.
So you think we're getting Edison?
Yeah, I do. I do generally think we'll get Edison. But the reason why I think it'll drag on is because I think this is a deal that will have to be dragged on, just because of the kind of a deal it's going to be. But I do think it will be. I do think we'll get Edison.
I just listen. I think we definitely want him. We definitely.
And you know what Tom said as well. So that's the other thing.
Yeah, we definitely want him, right? But I just can't fathom a world in which this team, Atlanta,
Was there a selling club?
Yeah, but Martin,
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Ever won Serie A in their history. History, bro.
Doesn't matter. It's not about that for them, is it? Look at Inter.
You mean look at Inter?
Do you remember Lazio? When Lazio were going, they got rid of Yapstam. Remember when they sold? They got rid of Varane. There's some Italian clubs will sell.
Right, bro, such a shame my battery died.
I don't know. Just something about me. I do think.
I'm not trying to sit here and say like, oh yeah, they definitely won't sell him. I just think if they sold him, and you're an Atalanta fan,
I think you're talking about 70 mil, 60, 70.
Oh, it'll be dope, but that
I don't know if that's euros or thing.
70 million can't play in DM for Atalanta. They need a player. I don't know. We'll see. We could have done with Atalanta falling off. We need him to lose a couple of games.
Here's the question for you. What do you do when McAtee Mamouche comes?
Keep him.
So would you not buy... All right. Would you be willing to use other players as the KDB guy?
As a KDB guy? Oh, as a KDB replacement? No, I still think we need another creator.
Where does McAtee exactly fit?
Attacking mid, 2 positions there, and wings, and potential.
You're gonna have 4 wingers with Mamouche.
So, no, but Mamouche, right? So
here's you're looking at Mamouche just a backup striker there, aren't you?
No, I'm looking at Mamouche as what Alvarez did last year. Attacking mid, striker.
Yeah.
So next season, I want us to go. Yeah. So let me ask you what I want. Right. Next year, I want to go into the season right with Foden, Mamouche, Alex Baena, Savio, Bob, Doku, McAtee.
So that's what I mean. You're only buying any of them.
I would be. I think if you got Baena, you could have Baena, Mamouche, Foden, and McAtee rotating that 4 attacking.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying because I think. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
I'm happy with that. I don't think we need much more than that. Baena, Foden, Mamouche, and McAtee.
And we'll see where Echeverri is in 12 months.
Yeah, we'll see what Echeverri's saying. We'll see what he's saying, Andrew.
Well, that's what I'm saying, Andrew. Just see. This is what I'm looking. I'm just trying to think. Would City look at? I'm just thinking the Mamouche one's really strange for me because he's not actually a striker when you watch him on his profiles.
He's just an attacker, isn't he?
He's basically an attacker that goes across the whole. He goes from like left to right on the whole pitch.
He's just an attacker.
He just goes anywhere.
Yeah, I remember as well. Yeah, that I might say them names. You say, "Oh, that's quite a lot." It's not really a lot. Plus, we're probably going to have at least 2 of them injured at the same time. And when that happens, you won't be saying it's a lot then. Trust me.
No, you won't, because when you look at our defenders, remember at the start of the season, I said we've got 9 defenders. And it looks a huge amount of defence.
We had 7.
I did not think, in the last thing I ever thought we'd look at in January would be a defender. Because I didn't think we'd need one.
No, I did. Said we needed one.
That's why I said we should have signed Chalobah. Christ.
That's why I said we should have signed Chalobah, mate.
What?
Because we needed another one. Because what people was doing is people went, "Oh yeah, we've got 7 defenders. We had 7. Right? I don't know if you're including Wilson Esbran, but we had 7 proper ones.
Yeah, because I did think Wilson Esbran would actually get a cup game. I thought he'd get a cup game.
Yeah. So whether you agree Chalobah's the guy, Links, that's irrelevant. The point is, we went into the season with 7 defenders, one of which has been showing signs for over 2 years of decline. Kyle Walker. One of which some of the fans don't even think is a right back. 2 of the others are injury prone. So I really think that the club got that wrong, man. They should have signed someone. Now, whether you listen, the Chalobah thing, I just do that because I think it would have been a mint signing, and I get pissed off yet. But
you put that on bloody Twitter the other day. You're not letting that go, are you?
No, I won't let it go, man. And now Chelsea will apparently want to re-sign him back.
You're not letting it go.
Take out that shit if Chelsea want to re-sign him back. Here's a question for you. Serious question. I don't know if we discussed this in a while. Mark Guehi, Palace.
All day.
18 months left on his contract. He ain't signing a new deal. They wanted 75 in the summer. That price has come down. Yeah. Because he's out of contract. Would you take him?
Yep. All day, every day. Not only that, he's young, he's powerful. He's got 18 months. He's homegrown.
Let me ask you a question, though. Let me ask you a question. Are you bringing him in as a starter, or are you bringing him as a squad rotator?
Nope, he's a starter. He's my Stones replacement.
So you'd play him with Diaz?
Yep.
So that'd be our partnership going forward. Mark Guehi, Diaz.
Yep. He's homegrown. He's a huge unit. Absolute huge unit. You get that homegrown. I mean, him or THB for me. I won't be adverse to bringing THB back.
I can't lie, yeah. Do you know when it comes to Guehi, I was really, really impressed with him at the Euros. I thought the way he played in that back line for his first tournament, I thought he was brilliant. I thought he was absolutely brilliant. And, you know, if you can get him in for 50 mil.
I'm just having a look at his injury record.
I don't know. I've not checked it, you know. How old is he as well? Find out how old he is. Andrew's asking how old he is.
He's 24.
24? That's an attractive deal.
18 months. I can see why Palace were a bit funny with the money now.
Well, yeah, but now it's going to go down because now they've not got the power position. And if he says, I ain't signing a new contract, they're going to lose that power.
Here's a question. I remember we talked about this earlier. Would you do the...
Wow, 24? I thought it was like 27.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
24, man. I might be on the Mark Guehi train. I might be on the Mark Guehi train. Can you hear me all right, brother? I've got to be quiet.
Yeah. I honestly think the guy would ball. And you know what I'd do? I'd do a double thing. I'd even do him and bring Callum Doyle back.
Who?
Him and Callum Doyle.
So, are you selling Ake or Stones?
Stones. As much as that hurts me, by the way.
I've decided to not sell Ake or Stones. I'm keeping them both.
He's had a few knee injuries.
Who was Guehi?
He had a knee injury February last year.
Let me pull this guy up on screen, man.
He was out from February until May.
Let's have a look at this guy.
He had a groin, hip, and pelvic injury in September 23.
Where are you getting this from? Because I'm on his transfer marks and it's only got 2 injuries.
I'm on the Premier injuries.
I've only got that.
I've got an ankle foot injury, 2 ankle foot injuries in May. A groin, hip, and pelvic.
Premierinjuries.com, yeah? That's what I got here. How'd you find out per player? I didn't know you could do that.
Do you know what else I wouldn't? Because there was someone else. I had a look at Branthwaite, but I thought the guy's a lot of money for it. He's had a lot of injuries. He's about 80 mil.
I don't know how you check. How do you check that Premier injuries per player? I know you do it per team, but how do you do it per player?
It came up on a search engine for me. I just put it in.
I mean, that doesn't look too bad, but you're on a different website saying he's got a lot more. So fuck knows.
I don't know. Does anyone else want me to look at while I'm here? Should we look at Branthwaite? That'd be fun.
I think I'd rather have Mark Guehi than Branthwaite. I'll be real with you. I'd be cheaper. Not that I care about the price, but I just think that Guehi deal, man. I might be on the Mark Guehi train, chat. I might be on the Mark Guehi train.
I'm already on it. I've been on it for a while.
Murillo. I get Murillo when I sell Stones, which would be
But the thing,
probably the year after.
I'd love him, but if you're Forest right now,
Yeah.
they're not going to sell him?
No. So I'm not. So what I'm saying is I get Mark Guehi this summer. Yeah. I wouldn't sell it. I wouldn't sell Ake or Stones. I think that's more than enough. Yeah. I need a right back as well. And then the season after, sell Stones or Ake, bring Murillo in. I'm buying a right back, yeah.
Who are you buying?
Well, I don't know.
You got Kanji as well. You're not going a bit old. And Rico Lewis, you're not overkilling here.
No, I'm not overkilling. What would my defence be? Gavardio, Ake, Stones, Diaz, Akanji, Mark Guehi, Rico Lewis, right back. That's 8. That's fine. Bro, because remember, John Stones and Ake are both injury prone anyway.
Gavardio's
not injury prone.
No, but you still got him. He's 9.
Bro, no, I put Gavardio in.
Gavardio.
I did. Gavardio, Ake,
Gavardio. Right,
Diaz,
so let's go
Stones.
Gavardio, Ake, you 2 left backs.
2 left backs. Yeah.
You're not bringing Cowendell back, by the way.
No, I'd loan him to a Premier League club this year.
Oh, good idea. So 2 Stones, Diaz, Mark Guehi, and Akanji as your 4 centre backs.
Yeah.
Your new
Rico
right
Lewis.
back, Rico Lewis, you're at 8.
That's fine. That's completely fine.
No,
I think that's chilling.
Yeah.
I think that's chilling.
Could you pretend? I was going to say.
Remember how many injuries we get, chat. Guaranteed with it, because you're going to go. We've got 8 players. You got 4 defenders on the bench. I guarantee within 3 weeks of the season.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
One of them's got a hamstring.
Is it not are we not going through a bit of a unique situation with injuries? Because we don't normally have this many injuries.
John Stones ain't unique, bro.
No, Stones isn't. I agree with you.
Ake ain't unique. I think that's legit, man. We need 8 solid.
No,
yeah, this is true. We need 8 defenders, bro. Now, what I would say is,
Stones,
if we had, if Stones and Ake weren't so injury prone, I'd go with 7. But they are injury prone, so I go 8. I get Mark Guehi, and then next year, so not this summer, the summer after of 2026, I then move on Ake or Stones because they'll both be in the 30s. Like Stones will be like 32, 33. I move one of them on, and then I either bring in Doyle if he's cooked because he's got a Premier League loan this season, so he'd have a Premier League loan. If he does really well Premier League, I then bring him in free, happy days. If he doesn't, go buy Murillo, go buy some young Donny.
Do you know what I'd do? You know, I'd really do. I'd be really tempted to do this. If you can't get Mark Guehi, for whatever reason, I would go and do Howard Bellis.
Listen, Howard Bellis is not a bad option.
Because he's only 20 mil. Is it 20 mil buyback?
I don't know what his buyback is.
And he's only 22.
But here's the thing. If you buy Mark Guehi for me is ready to start for Manchester City. I think he's good enough to start for Manchester City.
I think Howard Bellis.
Is Howard Bellis, I've not seen him enough this year, is Howard Bellis good enough to be our number 1 starter with Diaz for the next 5-6 years?
For me, yeah.
I don't know. I've not seen nothing.
Do you know what I'd even do? I'd even go with Mark Guehi and Howard Bellis together. That could be a centre-back partnership for 6 years.
Yeah, you're missing the point though, bro. He's got 18 months left on his contract.
Yeah.
You get to the summer, he's going to have 1 year left on the deal. If you go to Palace and say 50 mil, 60 mil, and they say no, say, well, unless you get a bidding war. If there's no bidding war, you'll say, right, come back next year, get it for free. They're screwed.
Yeah.
When was the last time, bro? I'm not being funny, mate, but serious question to you. When was the last time you seen a defender who had 1 year left on his contract go for 85 million, bro?
Yeah, you're looking.
If he had 5 years on his contract, 100% agree with you. 100% agree with you. No dispute, yeah. He's got a year left on his deal.
Yeah. He's got 18 months right now. Get to the summertime, he's got 12 months. There's no way that I get more than 50 for him. And let's be honest, you're looking at 40 mil now for Kushinov, who has played 29 competitive games.
Yeah, but bro, I can put my car up for sale for £100,000. It's the sale price that matters. That
No,
Lens
what
are
I'm saying
asking.
to you is, for an additional 10 mil,
Yeah.
you can get a Premier League proven
Oh, Bellis.
top, whether it's
That's a good point.
Matt
But
Gay,
I think,
and
yeah,
he's
no.
24.
Oh, are you on about Matt Guay or Tower Bellis here?
Matt Gay or Taylor Howard Bellis for 20 mil on the
okay.
buyback.
I think that them two players are different because I think Mark Guay and Bellis are not in the same realm.
No,
at
I
this
agree.
moment.
But I would even do the Howard Bellis before Kushinov because at least he's 22. He knows setter, and
Well,
he's played in the Premier
if you
League.
get Howard Bellis, you don't get Kushinov.
No, I do both. I do Gay and Howard Bellis personally.
I mean, you could get them both. I mean, why not?
See, Taylor Howard Bellis is a unit. He's over 6 foot.
I've always liked him, Howard
everything.
Bellis. I've always liked him, but I've just not kept up to it. Since he left Burnley, I've not followed his career.
It's one of them. Do you know when they're doing bad? It's like Ake was in the relegated Bournemouth team, but he was their standout, and Howard Bellis is the standout for Southampton.
Is he standing out though?
Yeah, he is doing really well.
Because I don't watch Southampton,
but like
all I see is they lose every game, bro. Bro, I'm not being funny here. Like, serious question, right? Southampton, right? Last game got beat 5-0. To be fair, they don't actually consider. They're a bit of a weird team. They have conceded goals, but
think about it this way: for a combined, and I am guessing here. I know I am. You could get Matt Gay and Taylor Howard Bellis for 70 million.
Yeah, I was going to say 70 definitely do that
for a 24-year-old and a
22-year-old. If you've got a buyback clause.
Well, you have got a buyback on THP. You have,
right?
But I think I think it's even lower if they get relegated. So, do you do that or do you go in splash? I don't know. It depends. It all depends which way the club wants to go.
I like this Mark Guay shout. Here's a question: would you rather have Guay? Ignore the price. Would you rather have Mark Guay or Branthwaite?
Mark Gay. I'm sorry. I was on the Branthwaite train.
I would.
Till I watched him when we played Everton. The guy looked like a runaway train with no driver. I didn't know how he got all them stats. I do not know.
I think I'd rather have him. Yo, big up Andy,
man. Have you seen his cheers, Ander? Have you seen his injury record as well? It's like John Stones version 2.
I think I'd rather have Guay. I was just mad impressed with what he did at England with the Euros. Thought it's great. Adam says neither. Who would you get then, Adam? Who would you get, bro? You guys not including Cousinov on the list. Well, the thing is, though, Harley, I feel like we're talking about two separate signings here because for me, Guay is coming into the first team. Like, he's starting. If you bring Guay in, he's coming in and I'm starting him next to Diaz. I ain't starting Cousinov.
Yeah, there's people are getting too hyped. Kushnov's played 29 games in his whole career.
Yeah. And this guy's wanting to put him in the defence, bruv.
No.
Yeah, Alan, sorry, bro. You just sent the super chat in it before as well. Scalvini. Do you know anything about this guy?
No. I mean, I will say, I think there's a little bit of worry. I think there's a little bit of worry about the English thing. I think people do worry. But I'm not saying anyone's against English here. What I mean is, I hear it a lot and I see it a lot. There's a lot of. I'm not sure if it's the Calvin Phillips who's done this.
Yeah, but bro, let me tell you something. Yeah, I never wanted Calvin Phillips in the first place. Matt
No,
Guay,
you know what I mean. I think
not the same.
The Calvin Phillips one seems to have put a few people off.
No, I hear that, but Calvin Phillips should never have been signed for this football.
Because I think they're looking at Calvin Phillips, they're looking at Jack Grealish, and they're going, "Nah, we're not doing that again." But the problem is, We've got to buy
No,
English
but
players. If you're going to sell English players, you've got to buy them as well.
This is the difference, yeah. This is the difference, right? Calvin Phillips should never have been bought in the first place. And Jack Grealish, yeah, like that's a different position.
Jack Grealish has so been misprofiled by Pep. He's unreal. I don't know what. I don't understand what he made him seem as a left winger. I don't understand what has happened. You know, I cannot forgive Jack. You know, I cannot not forgive, but I can't defend Jack for what he's doing right now. He's being a dick. Sadly, it is what it is, and I think his career is sadly going to come to a halt at City very soon. It hasn't worked out. But I don't want.
I tried my best to motivate him, by the way.
Yeah, at the end, yeah, even Pep said, listen, people have defended Jack to the absolute hilt. Some no more than me half the time. I've been Jack's biggest defense returner at my own detriment at times.
Mm.
And you know I've been called out for that.
Yeah. A lot of people have, yeah.
And at the end of the day, I can't help someone who at the minute, sadly, for whatever reason, doesn't want to help himself.
I think he's given up. I think it's quite sad. I think he's I would
love him to now. Has Pep said it because it's the end, or has he said it to give him the final kick up the arse, like his dad's took him round the bike shed and whipped him? You know, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think it's quite sad what's happened to Grealish personally.
Here's a question. I know we're going zigzagging here. Would you give Grealish a go against Salford?
What are we doing here? Would we give £100 million player a chance against Salford?
No. I don't mean a chance. I mean, you give him the kick up the arse, right? Go.
I mean, I'm starting him against Salford. He's on 300 fucking grand a week. He can play a game against Salford, yeah.
I know that. But I'm not starting him against Brentford, LB.
No, of course you're fucking not. No, but the way you said,
what I'm saying.
No, the reason that was funny because the way you said that was like, do you think
like he's a youngster, 19?
No, do you think he's good enough? Do you think he's good enough to play against Salford? It's like,
I know the way you went. Made it sound like Caden Braithwaite was coming in and having a go.
No, you've got to play. First of all, yeah. Here's the thing: you guys are not going to like this, but we ain't a good football team at the moment, so we have to respect Salford. Yeah, I don't want to see no City fans in the
fucking play Docu and McAtee.
I don't want to see no City fans in this chat saying play the EDS. Because we have to be humble.
No, we've got to play the big
we are not good. This is our one competition now that we could actually win. Because we're not winning the Prem, we're probably not going to win the Champions League. So do we really want to take risks? So for me, you've got to go semi-strong here. Semi-strong.
Salford have not conceded a goal since October, November.
I know. They've won 8 out of 9 games. So for
me,
I'd play.
I don't want to call it a derby because it's not a derby. But this is Gary Neville's lot.
Why is it not derby?
Salford's not in Manchester.
No, but fucking...
It's not derby, though, is it?
It's done on location, though, isn't it?
No, it's not derby, though, is it?
Is Sunderland Newcastle a derby?
Don't care.
Got you.
No, you haven't.
Gotcha.
United's in Salford, Bollockston.
Okay, so basically, right, this is the team I'd go for Salford, yeah. If Edison decides that he fancies playing a game, I'd play Edison.
That's going to be the intriguing one. If Edison suddenly recovers from this mysterious injury at the weekend.
Yeah, so the goalkeeper's kind of irrelevant anyway. Right.
By the way, if he plays Carson, he is fucked.
Yeah, he's fucked. So anyway, pick a goalkeeper. Defense. Yep. Kyle Walker. I'll play him.
No.
And if you say don't play him, sell him. Get rid of him. Cancel his contract. Because if you can't play at home against Salford, I mean, so if you're trying to tell me that we can't play Walker at home against Salford,
yeah, I know.
Terminate his contract immediately. So play Walker.
Mm-hmm.
I would play Simpson Pusey.
Ooh.
And I'd play Nathan Ake. Now, I know what you're going to say. I wouldn't play Nathan Ake. I'd play a Kanji. I'll tell you why I wouldn't do that. Because we
I
need
wouldn't
a
have a
leader.
Kanji anywhere near it.
We need someone at the back that can lead. And I'd put that trust in Ake.
Kanji needs a rest. This should be rest
Well,
week.
so does
Rest
Ake.
Kanji.
Well, so does Ake. But we've got no fucking choice because they're all fucking injured. Left back, Bernardo Silva. Midfield, Ilkay Gundogan.
That man's drunken power.
Ilkay Gundogan. James McAtee and Phil Foden. Wingers, Jack Grealish, Doku, Haaland. Talk to me.
Talk to you.
Talk to me, bro.
Talk to you. You're
Yeah,
off
what do you
your
think?
tits.
What do you think? What do you mean?
You're off your tits.
Why?
Why?
Why am I off my tits?
Why?
What's wrong with that team?
You twisted me melons, man.
Oh, yeah, Nico O'Reilly. Fuck.
No.
Nico O'Reilly DM, drop Gundogan. Gundogan, whole bench. O'Reilly, you're in.
Do you know what I'm doing? This is my team. I'd go Arteta.
Hang on a minute. You didn't tell me what was wrong with my team.
I'll tell you mine, and then we'll tell yours, and we'll go through it. We'll compare.
Okay.
Arteta, because I don't see why Gola needs a rest. It's not like the exude loads of fucking energy, is it?
Yeah.
Walker at right back. I think he'll go Rico Lewis at left back.
Right.
And he'll go Ake and Simpson Pooza.
Yeah.
I think he'll go Ilkay Gundogan at CDM. I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
I think he'll go McAtee on the right, Savio on the left.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because I can't drop Savio in this form.
No. Well, you
Can't
can't.
do it.
No,
I want Savio to
I wouldn't be playing Savio,
talking in this. Let's go with it.
Mate, we play Brentford on Tuesday, mate. You can't be playing Savio.
No. Yeah, but I'm playing a team to get up, and then we can take off.
Doku's a £60 million player.
Right?
Sell him then.
I haven't told you the rest of my team yet.
Are you putting Doku in midfield?
No. Doku's my false nine.
Right, go on. Sorry, go on, finish.
You weren't letting me get there, though, were you?
Go on, bro.
Phil Foden.
Yeah.
Again, for confidence.
Yeah, I agree.
Bernardo's not involved in this whatsoever. Gavardiol is not involved in this whatsoever.
Yeah.
Now as a Kanja, I'm giving them rest. Go and rest.
You're the midfielder.
Have a little go at Jacob Wright.
Why not playing? I
like a little bit of the Nunes. Nunes or Jacob Wright, whichever one you want.
Why not playing Doku? You have to play Doku.
Doku's my false nine.
False nine. False nine.
Just throwing it out, just trying something a bit different.
Fairs. Nunes should be fit for this game.
Listen, I'm just throwing it up, trying it up a little bit different.
Yeah, actually, probably Nunes will probably play, won't he? Because he's fit. Has he been in training? Has Nunes been in training?
Yeah, he's back.
Ooh, maybe you could play Nunes, Foden, O'Reilly in midfield. And leave Gundogan.
I don't think he'll go that inexperienced.
Gundogan's fucking 35.
No, I'm putting. Yeah, I see Jacob Wright. I'm putting my Gundogan. And Jacob Wright can then swap, so you can make Jacob Wright the 6. Gundogan. And Bremer could be a shout, you know.
Obama.
Would you play D-Ban? D-Ban?
Give him Obama?
No, would you give him a go?
No.
He's played in the League Cup for West Ham, you know, and scored.
He's not played for us. I've not seen him play, man. Although apparently the academy has slammed it so far.
No, but he has actually played in a cup competition for West Ham.
He played 9 times. He played 9 times for West Ham in senior competitions.
How do I hate Nico Riley?
But you're so quick to react to the chat. It's so funny.
No, but you know what he said? I hate Nico Riley. If I said no Jacob Wright, I hate Jacob Wright.
That message from Alan there, chat. Martin hates Nico Riley. It popped up, and then within a second, Martin was like,
how do I hate a guy when at the end of the day I've said Jacob Wright? I can't play every youngster.
Well,
I'm not
here's the
playing
thing, right?
Yes.
If Nunes is fit, you're probably gonna have to play Nunes. If Doku's fit, you're gonna have to play Doku. I don't think he plays Savio. I think he rests him. He's gonna play Grealish. He's 100% playing Grealish. If he doesn't play Grealish,
why?
Because when the fuck is he gonna play Grealish if he doesn't play him against Salford?
Maybe his career's just over with it, City. It's like saying he has to play Edison. Why? Maybe he doesn't.
If he doesn't play Grealish against Salford, something's fucking gone on between Grealish and Pep.
If he doesn't play Edison against Salford, there's something gone on with Edison then.
Well, the only thing, possibly. The only difference with Edison is that he's been saying he's injured. Now, whether you believe that or not, but there's a credible alternative. With Grealish, there's not, because he was on the bench in the last game.
No, I'm playing McAtee, but I'm playing McAtee on that right. McAtee for me, I'd be more worried if McAtee does not start this game. Be serious. I'm telling you now, if McAtee does not start this game, then he's out on loan. He has to be.
Well, sold.
Well, why couldn't you get away with a loan?
Why would you loan him? He's only got a year left on his contract in the summer.
Right, you're loaning to... Because we're in charge.
Why would you loan him?
Because right now, you can't give him the game time, and then next season you can.
Nah. If you can't get him some game time in a season where we've won 2 games out of 15, our midfield is absolutely embarrassing. We're not doing this loan and then we bring you out next year when we've got better players. You sell him in January if you can't get him.
You said earlier on about we'd use McAtee and Bayern all them.
That's what I would do that.
I wouldn't rule out the club doing that.
I would do that, mine.
I don't see the club doing.
Pep ain't going to do what I would do, man. What?
Don't see it.
What?
I think the club will want to build their own superstars. I think City look at...
Are you taking the piss? This old Cole Palmer.
Yeah, because didn't he want to go?
A baller.
He didn't want to stay.
He wanted to play football. He wanted a loan. Because Pep kept on playing him for 2 minutes on left wing.
Hang on, right? So what? He wanted a loan. Who's in charge here?
And we said, no, you're not fucking being loaned. You're being sold. And now he's one of the best players in the league.
No, it wasn't sold. See, you just changed that. It was you stay and fight for your place or you get sold. He didn't want to stay and fight for his place.
So instead...
He didn't believe in himself.
Instead of saying, all right then, go on loan for a season in the Premier League, smash it, come back next year, because you wouldn't know you're going to smash it, yeah? We said, see you later. And we sold him.
You're not... City said to him, you stay and fight for your place, or you get sold.
And Cole Palmer did not believe that he'd get the opportunity.
Well,
so he wanted to be...
This is not tail wagging the dog.
Bro, we should have just loaned him. We should have loaned him. Not sold the guy.
Well,
he's top 10, top 5 maybe.
Right,
maybe not top 5 players in the league.
But City said stay and fight for your place.
Why we forced him out the club is bizarre to me.
Offering him to fight for the first team now,
and he didn't believe that he was going to get the opportunities. We should have guaranteed him game time. We should have guaranteed him game time.
No one gets guaranteed game time.
Well,
do you think we are?
Well, Cole Palmer should have been.
You're guaranteed anything.
Well, we should have done. And I said it at the time.
We're Manchester City. Who do you think you are telling us who we are?
I'll tell you who he is.
Sunshine.
It's cold fucking minerals Palmer is what it is.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
top 10 player in the league.
Cold eye only turn up against fucking middle of the road teams. Ever noticed that? Cold eye bottle the big games Palmer.
I could bring up his. Yeah, but he's only young. He's only 21.
Cold eye playing the old Man United shirt Palmer. Bollocks. See you later. Bye-bye.
We handled that really badly.
All right, would you have sold Oscar Bob then?
Sold Oscar Bob?
Because you wouldn't have kept both of them.
I think we would have. I don't think we would have signed Savio.
I love the way you say that. I've got an answer to that. We're not buying Savio.
No, that's my answer. The answer is either yes, you're correct, we would have sold Oscar Bob, or we wouldn't have signed Savio. And by the way,
everyone's like Palmer. Palmer's not even a City fan. He's a rag.
Are you trying to tell me that given the chance now, you take Bob over Palmer? Right now.
Bob over Palmer. But you're talking me in hindsight.
I'm talking right now.
12 months when Palmer.
No, because you just asked me. You just said to me what you would have done with Bob. Sold him. I said, well, at the time, yeah, I would have sold him. Or you don't.
I'm sorry. Cole Palmer is a rag. He's a United fan. Bye.
I don't want to do this, man. If Lionel Messi was a United fan, would you tell me you wouldn't sign him? Seriously, man. We've got to stop this, you know.
What?
Oh, he's a United fan. He's fucking, who cares? He was our player. He's one of the best players in the league.
Why are you licking Palmer's ass? He's been gone for 2 years.
I'm not licking his
ass. Get
over
it.
I don't even know how we got onto this conversation.
To death of this Cole Palmer.
I don't even know how we got onto this conversation, to be honest with you, yeah?
What is this copium about?
All I'm saying is, yeah, we made a mistake. We made a huge mistake, yeah? And that's going to, bro.
Andrew, he admitted he was a United fan.
He was back in the day. He was a United fan, yeah. He was. But
let's move on. We'll be talking about bloody Richard Dunn next.
No. I'll tell you, the problem that we've got here, bro, is we will probably be speaking about Cole Palmer for the next 15 years. That's how bad the mistake is. He could win Ballon d'Or, bro.
Hang on a minute. The Chelsea fans still going about Salah and KDB.
Probably.
And they were Ballon d'Or-esque world superstars. And they don't worry about them too as much.
No, I think they probably do, bro. They probably do. They probably do, bro. I don't know. I'm not a Chelsea fan. You have to ask a Chelsea fan. But I imagine that they probably do.
I'm sorry, I can't be doing all this hindsightness. This is the trouble.
It wasn't hindsight.
We're going about the past. I don't care. You tell me don't go on about the past.
2 hours speaking about the four-peat, saying this is not a failure this season because we've done the four-peat.
Hang on. I get in trouble talking about the past. And all about 10 minutes is 18 months ago, 2 years ago about Cole Palmer.
Why did we get onto Cole Palmer?
I don't know. Because you're on about bloody thing. I'm done with the Cole Palmer.
I think we're speaking about McAtee. I think we're speaking about McAtee, right? So here's the thing with McAtee, yeah. If you want to know what I would do, yeah, I would play McAtee. But we're not going to play McAtee. So you're better off selling McAtee and getting the money in. But I wouldn't do that. I'd play the guy because he's mint. He's mega, mate. But we're not playing him. We're doing exactly the same what we did with Cole Palmer, i.e. not playing him. That's why Cole Palmer wanted to leave. McAtee is doing the same. McAtee now wants to leave. McAtee will get sold, and McAtee will slap it up wherever he goes.
No, listen, I said this to the end of space, and everyone agreed with it. We're all wanting our superstars, and we all want to go and spend a load of money to bring in a load of superstars. Can't have both.
I don't.
Can't have both.
I don't. That squad that I give you before.
In 5 days' time, people could be doing dances over Mamouche. Well, if you get Mamouche, someone's going to have to lose out.
Why?
Because that's football.
So who lost out last year then? because we sold
That's
Alvarez and
football.
didn't buy a replacement. All
I don't
Mamouche
know.
is doing is just replacing
Alvarez lost
Alvarez.
out last season.
You got to see how many
Mahrez
games
lost
Alvarez
out the
played.
season before.
No. Let's stick with Alvarez. How many games did Alvarez play for Manchester City last
In
season?
midfield, he didn't want to do.
Yeah, but Mamouche will play midfield. Mamouche will be chill with that.
Because he's a midfielder. That's why. An attacking mid.
So what's the problem then? We've took Alvarez, we sold
No,
Alvarez, but
you're not
now a
getting
Manchester.
the point. If you have Mamouche, Bob, Sabio, Doku, then you've got to try and get McAtee in somewhere. And then you've got Echeverri to fit in somewhere. Someone's going to lose out.
Right, okay. So in the
That's
treble
all
year,
I'm saying.
in a treble year,
Then
we
you
have
want to buy Baena.
Yeah, buy any for the midfield. Buy any for the midfield. Right, so basically, yeah, you've got left wing, right wing, 2 attacking midfield roles, yeah, and the striker. Mamouche is going to play loads of games because he can play left wing, he can play attacking mid. That's 2 positions: left attack, right attack, and striker. Listen, we need to chill on Oscar Bob. Yeah, the guy's played 900 minutes.
You were doing songs and dances about him in pre-season.
No, I was. My point is, if you think that Oscar Bob's going to come back from this leg injury and demand to play 75 games a season, no chance.
No, I'm talking future. I'm not talking now, 6 months. I'm talking future.
35 games.
Okay.
Doku can play on the right, so he can rotate with
right,
Bob.
I'm just saying, as fans, I know we all want everyone to be brilliant and all our youngsters to be this amazing and everything else. But then we want to go and buy a load of players at the same time.
I want to buy.
Someone's got to give, is all I'm saying. You're not going to make everyone happy.
I only want to buy one player, Baena plus Mamouche. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's it. And I'm done. Chilling. That's all I want to do. I've got left wing, Savio.
But there will be some fans who won't. Yeah, no, that's you. That's great. There'll be some fans who won't want that, though.
But you accept that my squad then for next season.
What you've done is fine, but there are others. Like, for example, I've been in a space with Hamza, who Musiala, Verts, and you know what I mean? And the list goes on. And there's some who want that. The Labour and all these others. You're not going to get all that, plus get your youngsters in. Because if you're going to buy an Edison, or you're going to go and buy Douglas Luiz, or you're going to go and buy whoever, then that's goodbye to Jacob Wright and to O'Reilly. Right or wrong?
I think O'Reilly's not going to make it.
So there you go. So we can't then go in about 18 months' time if O'Reilly goes on to make it somewhere. Oh my God, we should never have got rid of O'Reilly. Because you can't buy a Douglas Luiz or a Edison, and it can't work that way.
No,
what we're trying to do is have our cake and eat it.
No. What I want is a squad that can compete, and we have. If I'd love to give Jacob Wright and O'Reilly a go, yeah, and try them out.
But then you have to accept you don't buy anyone then.
But this is the thing, yeah, only if they're good enough. But I would have tried them out in this fucking period, and we'd know. Nunes, get rid of him. Pep don't like him. Pep don't trust him. Get rid. What's the point?
No. Because you've got Rodri back then.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, yeah.
So then Edison needs to become the Nunes.
Yeah. But he'll trust Edison. You fucking hope if they're spending 80 million quid on him. Yeah. But the point is, right? People say, "Oh, we've got this squad. O'Reilly's there. Nunes is there. Jacob." If Pep don't rate Nunes and he don't play him, which he doesn't because he doesn't play him in midfield. If he doesn't rate O'Reilly, Wilson Esbrand, they're a Fugazi
team who play the youngsters properly.
It's not about playing the youngsters.
No. It is, LB. So the youngsters is about playing.
Don't care how old they are. Yeah. What the point of the matter is, we have a squad that has 4, 5, 6 players in it.
Squad players.
No, Martin. Listen to what I'm saying. We have a squad where we have 4, 5, or 6 players in the squad that Pep does not trust and do not play.
Right.
Therefore, that is a Fugazi, and that moves our squad from 24, which you said our squad's 24, down to 19. That is not enough players. Wilson Esbrand needs to go. Nico O'Reilly needs to go because he doesn't trust him. McAtee, if he doesn't trust him, he needs to go. Jacob Wright needs to go. Nunes needs to go because Pep doesn't trust them.
I agree.
Now, that
Totally
doesn't
agree.
mean I don't rate them because it's irrelevant what I think. If Pep don't want to play him,
Thank
get rid of
you.
him. You're paying him to be just sit there on the bench and do nothing. What's the point in
the point I'm making
having these
is,
players in your squad where Pep don't play him?
but you can't then say, right? So I accept McAtee and Jacob Wright have not been used. I agree with that. Pep doesn't trust them. Totally agree.
Pep don't trust them. Pep don't trust them. I don't rate them.
I agree. But we can't say we want an O'Reilly or a Jacob Wright to have played, but then go, I want to spend 80 million on a CDM.
No, I can do that.
Right, well, you can, but then you would have to accept the youngsters may want to ask to leave.
Facts. But
that's what I'm saying. If you're okay with losing a youngster,
because
the trouble is with youngsters, they're not like they were 10 years ago. Youngsters want to play immediately.
Facts. Okay, so let me ask you a point on that.
Immediately.
Let me ask you a point on that, right? Here's the thing, yeah? If we played the players, the young players, and they were good enough, you wouldn't have to buy an 80 million player.
All right, then. We didn't need to buy right back when Cancelo went. Because of who?
Rico.
Okay. Now bear with me. Rico was the best thing since sliced bread.
Yeah.
For 6 months.
Yeah.
You did a show the other day, and 3 of your panel members were selling him.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Can change now and again.
Yeah, but you're acting as if it's that's just youngsters. That can happen.
No. But youngsters should be given more time than anybody else.
How much fucking time?
A lot more time. Foden got 3.5 fucking years before he got any time.
My point is this, right? We're now going to go out and spend 60 mil on Douglas Luiz or Edison when we could have given Nico O'Reilly an opportunity in this period to play. And who knows? It's unlikely that he would have been good enough because the standard that we set at the club, is high. But there is a chance that Nico O'Reilly, albeit a small chance, could have been good enough.
Small chance.
No, it is a small chance.
I agree.
There's a chance he could have been good enough to play in this midfield. And guess what? You just saved yourself 60 million quid. Just like what you could have done with Cole Palmer. And just like we could have done with McAtee.
Potentially.
Just like you could have done with Jacob
Wright. No, because it's too late down the line for 2 players. I think now O'Reilly and Jacob Wright is too late.
Agreed.
I think it's too late for them.
Because Pep didn't give him a chance.
Got an opportunity. The problems with McAtee, it's not now with McAtee. Because I think you'll probably get enough minutes to make him happy, or you'll hold him for 5 months. So this is my point with McAtee. The thing with McAtee comes when KDB's gone. Because McAtee's natural position is not a winger. Just because he did 5 minutes on the right wing at Leicester does not make him a winger. His actual position is like David Silva inside the pockets in the middle. In an advanced role, like an advanced state. That's McAtee's role. But the trouble is, if you want to get a Musiala, and you want to buy a Burks, and then you want to buy Anna, or then you want a Foden, it's going to kill James McAtee. That's the point I'm trying to make. Then you've got Echeverri at some point you may want to get in. It all depends on what, as an individual, we want. If we want to stockpile players, we end up in the mess we're in now. With a Kovacic, Calvin Phillips, and everything else. Yeah? Did you hear what I said then, LB?
Yeah, I heard it all, yeah.
So this is the problem. McAtee's problem is next is the summertime when we make that decision on the KDB situation and who comes in. Because KDB's not because McAtee's not a right winger. He's a sort of advanced state in the pockets.
You know what I think he could replace? Bernardo Silva.
Again, it will depend. But the trouble is, he's 22, so Bernardo would need to go this summer for McAtee to get those minutes.
Bernardo could go this summer. Easy.
There was a rumor, by the way, I make sure I've not dreamt this. Did anyone read there could be a potential of him signing a new deal
Who, Bernardo?
in line with Pep? I've not dreamt that, have I?
That's a madness if true.
Someone said they were looking at an extension with Bernardo to leave at the same time as Pep. So a 1 year thing.
That's a madness if true.
I was to make sure I've not dreamt that. Yes, people have seen it. Thank you. I'd make sure I haven't just dreamt it.
No, that's crazy, bro. He cannot be. I'm not being. He sounds nasty, isn't it? He can't sign another contract.
But this is then where McAtee sits there and goes, I'm 23 by then, 24. I can't sit anymore. Because at the minute, I think you get away with a 20-minute cameo on McAtee.
That's
I
amazing.
think you get away with a 20-minute cameo every game with McAtee. I think he'd be happy with that.
Yeah, I think he would.
Next season, though, he isn't going to be happy with that. He's going to want to play.
Yeah, he's going to
want
start
some nice minutes.
He's going to want to start a few games.
Yeah. But by the way, then you've got Oscar Bob who's fit and raring to go again.
Yeah. But it's called rotation.
But the trouble is, the kids don't want rotation. They want to play because kids are selfish now.
They want to be given a chance.
I know, but a chance is not 15 minutes.
They want to play. Year. That's all McAtee wanted this year.
No, I'm talking next year. The trouble is, LB, you think some of these youngsters are like they were in 1995, where a 5-minute cameo was great. They want to play.
I think if McAtee's from Manchester, he wants to play for Man City. All he wanted this year, is a chance.
Yeah, no, yeah.
It's not been given it.
LB, I'm talking next year when he's 23 and KDB's gone. Then you're going to make a decision. Do you buy?
Well, then that would have
give him the go.
And you would make that decision based off of what? How he performed this season when he was given a chance. And he's not been given a chance. So now we don't know.
Potentially.
If he was given a chance this year and he was shit, sell him. It's not rocket science.
You know the sad thing is, right now with some youngsters, you have to guarantee them minutes. Lavia wanted minutes, so he left. Morgan Rogers, I think he left because he didn't think he was ready. McAtee wanted minutes. Palmer wanted minutes.
Are we seeing something there though?
Yeah, they all wanted minutes. But the trouble is, LB, we went to the market and spent 60, 70, 80 mil in those areas.
So we went to the market, and bought Phillips instead of keeping Lavia.
We spent 60 mil. And this, by the way, before I get cooked, I am not digging at Doku. We spent 60 million on Doku instead of giving Palmer the go.
Yes.
And that's not me digging out Doku. I'm not digging Doku out there. But everyone was so happy when we bought Doku with 60 mil.
Maybe we should give these guys
complain about Palmer 18 months later.
Maybe all I'm saying is give them a fucking chance.
Then fine, but then don't buy the Dokus at 60 or the Kovacic. Well, Kovacic was only 25. The Nunes is at 55 mil. The Calvin Phillips is at 50.
Well, why did we buy Phillips?
Like every fan base, we want our cake and we want.
I didn't want Phillips. I didn't want Phillips. I did the Amazon documentary. They interviewed me for Amazon documentary on Calvin Phillips, and I told them.
I've never seen it, by the way.
I've never seen it. I don't even know if it got released.
In the cutting room full of. Unlike me, if you do want to go to TNC Sports, I am in a lovely, cheeky little small documentary on Manchester City.
So
everything's
nice. Everything's nice. I told them on that Amazon. They said to me, "Oh, he's signing for City. What do you think?" I said, "I don't want him. I don't think he's good enough. I don't think he's quick enough." And they went, "Oh, I don't think it made the cut, chat. I don't think it made the. Nah, it didn't make the cut, Harvey. It didn't make the.
He's
cut.
On the cutting room floor, mate.
It didn't make the cut, obviously, because it was a pro.
Too negative. He's too negative.
It was a pro Phillips. It was a pro Phillips interview. I said, "What?
Was you a toxic fan?"
I never wanted this guy. I never rated him. Like,
And
do you
you wonder
know?
why you're on the cutting room floor.
Do you know? Do you know England when he got Player of the Year for England?
Yeah.
I think it was 2018. He got Player of the Year. I said, "This is the biggest scam." Yeah, this is the biggest scam I've ever seen because everyone was raving about him. Yeah, saying, "Oh, he was fucking amazing." Yeah, I was like,
It was
I don't
to be
know.
fair, it was.
He was bang average
No,
because
It was
he was sat.
misprofiled.
He was sat next to another player.
Mm.
So he only had to cover half of the ground. Whereas at City, he come in and he would have had to replace Rodri at certain games and
Yeah,
be
do you
there
know the
on his
difference?
own.
Do you know the difference? Calvin Phillips, watch him at Leeds. He was very good at pinging a 35-yard ball over the top onto a man's foot.
Yeah.
We don't do that, I say. We don't ping anything 35 yards unless you're KDB.
Mm.
The thing Calvin Phillips was actually bad at was the short passes in the small, tight, inclined spaces. He couldn't do it.
Yeah. I also feel that,
Calvin
like,
Phillips is like a quarterback who just pings the balls.
here's the thing as well, yeah. When you join a club like City, and some people will laugh at this, but like Real Madrid, United,
It's too big for him.
Barcelona, you've got to have a bit of an ego. Otherwise, you get swallowed up in the pressure. And I don't know about you guys in the chat, yeah, but I never felt like it. This sounds disrespectful, but it almost felt as if Phillips had almost like won a prize to be with the club, and it's like
I said that, yeah.
you've got to. I am the fucking guy. And this is what I think. By the way, this is what I think Savio's doing now. I think Savio like started really well, yeah, and then he sort of like went through this weird form. I think now Savio's just gone. He's probably looking at his teammates and gone, "These are all fucking shit. Fuck it, I'm gonna start doing." And then he's just gone, boom. I'm
Do
the
you think he
fucking
said that in the
guy.
dressing room?
Savio, I'm the
I
man.
agree with you. Do you know where I agree with you on the Calvin Phillips? You know what did it for me? When he started to remember when he started taking photos of the cups.
Photos of the
They're all
cups.
over his Instagram and all that. Remember?
I don't
He had a
remember.
picture with the Super Cup, picture with the FA Cup, picture with the champion. He was like, "Yay, look at me!" And you're like, "You haven't really done anything to be part of that, mate."
Oh, the trophies that we've won in the previous
Yeah,
years.
trophies that we won. He was having
Yeah.
remember he was going across all his social medias with pictures of them all smiling.
Yeah.
And it was like, you look like you look like, and he's a really nice guy, and I think he's a quality player. But he looked like a fan having a photo with the trophy.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
He didn't look like he was like, I've done a lot. Like you put Rodri next to the Champions League trophy, and he's like, you fucking earned that. You've earned your balls off for that.
Bro, this is what I'm saying, yeah.
And I feel guilty saying that because I do think he's a player there.
And by the way, yeah, this is what I think Phil Foden needs to get back to. Because I feel like 2 years ago, Phil Foden was like, I'm the fucking guy. And I feel like Phil Foden's lost that a little bit this season. I remember, right, I knew the day Phil Foden had arrived, yeah. I knew the day Phil Foden had arrived when I saw him telling KDB what to do on the pitch. And now I feel that, like, Foden this year is very passive. I need him running around saying, "You fucking over there, you pass me the fucking ball, you," because you're meant to be the star boy. And I feel like last year he had that. And then this year I feel like it's gone a little bit. And it's sort of like very passive. And the way he plays, he's sort of like, if someone passes me the ball, someone will pass me. I'm telling you now, yeah, the worst thing that ever happened to Phil Foden, right, was when that photo was posted on his Instagram or Twitter saying Mbappe, like, let's fucking challenge or whatever. And then because he didn't do it, he has a company that did it for him. It then all like blew up. And then they deleted it and apologized. I was like, apologizing for what?
Yeah.
Apologizing for what? Fucking Mbappe and Foden at that moment in time was like the two big dogs up there. Like they were the hype. They were the hype Mbappe Foden. He went on Twitter. Well, his people went on Twitter and put Mbappe, see you at the Etihad, yeah? because we just drew against we got the PSG in the Champions League.
Yeah.
And then everyone was like, "Yo, this is fucking mad. This is City." It all blew up, and everyone was talking about it. And then they deleted it and apologized.
Yeah.
I was like, "Nah, man, I need more of that. I need Foden to go on Twitter and say, yo, Saka, I'm going to cook your numbers this season, mate."
Yeah. I'll be back in 1 minute because I need to go and have a pee.
I just don't get it, chat, yeah? This is what I'm saying about Foden, man. He needs to own it. He needs to own it. I've told you, man, yeah? Get your chest out. Get your fucking chest out. I came here for a shootout. Yeah? I'd make Foden captain. Force it. I'd force it on him. I'd force it on him, bro. I'd give him the captain's armband, yeah? I'd say, you're the captain of this team. Fucking sort it out. What's he going to do? He's got to do it. You're forcing him on. That's all I'm saying, man. Now, I wouldn't make him captain. I'd make Ruben Diaz captain. But on the Foden point, I need a way to get him to realise that he's the man. You're the guy. Fuck it. You know what I mean? This is what I'm saying. Yeah, Ruben is the captain, though. No. Like Ruben is the captain. Ruben is the captain. Ruben is my captain. But I'm just saying, like Foden, like I need Foden to understand that he's the guy that's dragging us across the line like he did last year. And this year it's very passive. I feel like he's waiting for other people to do shit. And like he's waiting for other players to pass him the ball. He's just waiting and waiting. It's like you need to go and get the ball. Go and this team is shit right now. You go and save us. Obviously, he's not doing that at the moment. No, it's not bashing Julie. Julie, you missed the point. We're not bashing him. We're not bashing him. We're trying to get him to rise up to his full potential. It's not about bashing him. It's not about saying, Foden, you're crap. It's about saying, Foden, you're supposed to be on the pitch, scrapping, dragging us, getting involved, like Rooney did. Like Rooney. When Rooney had a dead game, he'd still be getting involved, man. And like Foden this year's been a bit passive. It's not about criticising him. I don't think I've criticised him. I'm saying he needs to up his ego. He needs to believe that he's that man. It's not about criticism. It's about getting him to realise his true potential. And I think the way to unlock that potential is to unlock a little Wayne Rooney gene. Only one of them, because some of his genes were bad. And that's the aggression on the pitch. Fucking get stuck in, man. You know? Oh, yeah, Julie, 100%. 100%. There are fans going way overboard. Give him the armband. Yeah, fucking give him the armband, man. He's the Robin to Batman, especially essentially a sidekick. Yeah, but he can be. He can be Batman, bro. He can be Batman. You know? 100%. Yeah, exactly. I'll never shit on this guy, man. Like, bro, I seen this guy in the academy. I was just speaking about Foden. Big MCFC, by the way, he says, hello, lads, any update?
Sorry, go on.
Nah, there's still nothing, bro. There's still nothing, man. Everyone's saying that City want him in January, bro. But there's still no developments at them. Apparently, Frankfurt are saying they've had nothing from City. So very confusing. Very confusing. Yeah, I don't know.
I do think some
obviously,
of the criticism this year is going a bit over the top. I will say that.
I definitely think there's valid criticism to be had.
Listen, can I just reiterate something, by the way? This is my point. I'm not saying City fans this year are a glory fan. Don't mean it in that way. I understand that with a different... No, I need to explain this because I've got a feeling people are going to misconstrue what I've said, LB.
Okay.
I have no problem with people wanting the trophies. No problem. I
can't believe we're back on this topic
again. No,
right?
I just need to reiterate because I'm going to go in a minute. I know I'm going to get cooked for it, and I don't mean it in that way. People can support however they want. Okay. I can only ever speak for me, Martin Horsfield. And just for me, as a fan, not winning a league for 1 year is not a failure to me. That's all it is me.
Okay.
That's all it is. I can't speak. Yeah, I am old school. Because again, I'm 42 years old.
Mm.
I can't help the way I am. If you've noticed, there's this thing at the minute between old and young, this, that, and the other. It's because we were brought up different. The same way you've been brought up different. My son's been brought up different. That's all it is. It's a difference of opinion. No one's better than anyone else. I've never said I'm better than anyone else. One thing I've never ever said is I'm a better fan than anybody else. Because I'm not. We're City fans. We're meant to be together. Just, I'm a City fan, win, lose, or draw.
Mm.
With or without the trophies. LB, when the trophies stop, he stops. We get it. He's like that gambling meme.
You prick. You
Stop.
said you was going to come here and explain yourself, and then you said that.
No, I'm explaining myself to them, not to you, though, because I know you're a fake fan. Because I bullied you when you would know that sounds dodgy. I won't say that. You just never got over that man bullying you outside the area.
No, I know.
You've never got over that, have you? No, I just think this season it's took its toll on everyone.
Mm.
And I think, you know what it was? I'm going to be straight. I'm going to say something that no one's ever said yet.
Go on.
We all did think we were going to win 5 in a fucking row.
Yeah, I did.
We were all damn confident.
And I think even though, we did make pure mistakes in the transfer window, had we still had Rodri chat, I still think we would be in a title race.
Do you know what's really scary?
I don't think we'd be top. But I think we'd be in a title race.
I do.
I mean,
if
maybe.
If we won 2 out of 15, if we'd have won 4 of those games, we're top.
Mm. Yeah. Well, if we had Rodri, we probably don't get beat off Bournemouth. We probably don't get beat off Brighton. Who knows? We might have beaten Everton.
You know, this is my point is, if we're shit, what is the rest of the league then?
Oh, yeah, but we know
Well,
that
like
the league,
I said,
the league this year is awful. It's one of the worst Premier Leagues of all time.
We were just so far ahead, LB. We were so far ahead. We've just come back to the pack.
But
when we
Arsenal with us,
we'll go above again. Arsenal is shit.
No, but Arsenal have been up there for the last 2 years, and before that, Liverpool.
Look at them now.
Whereas now it's only Liverpool.
Hang on, bollocks to that. Arsenal have spent 250 million quid this summer, and they're fucking shit. At least we've got an excuse. We spent 20 million quid. They spent 10 times our money, and they've done jack.
Mm.
So
no, I know, but that's there. No, you can't. You don't have to have it, bro. Like say,
and now they've got the cheekies. They were going to spend another 150 million, Jan.
Who?
Arsenal fans.
Oh yeah, I know.
They didn't spend 70 mil. Check it out. Calafiori was 40 odd.
No, they spent 70 mil.
Did they?
Calafiori, Marino, Sterling on loan.
Right, Marino was what?
For 30 mil.
I've got over 100 mil there.
I don't know where you've got that from, bro.
On transfer market. I looked it up the other day.
Nah, I bet you've got David.
Might have been exaggerating, but they've spent over 100.
No. You've got the David Raya loan.
Yeah, this is what stuff. Does it not cost money?
Yeah, but like this.
No. See, people do this with loans. I see it all the time. We go, no one includes a loan fee anymore.
But I would have put that on. Well,
PSR includes a loan fee.
100 mil then. All right, okay, 100 mil. They did, they sold Smith Rowe.
Arsenal this season, last summer, they spent, I'm looking at it now. Where was it? Transfers. All transfers, yeah. I will tell you now what they spent. It's in euros, though. They spent 108 million. They brought in 83. They spent 32 million on David Raya, 32 mil on Moreno, 45 on Calafiori.
This is very true, by the way, Julian Santos. They've definitely run out of ideas, haven't they? That's facts. Arteta's run out of ideas.
Why is no one including the David Raya stuff? 32 mil.
This is true, man. This is definitely true. I think they've run out of ideas.
No, they're a good. Would you sack Arteta? Serious question. All banter aside.
Okay, so all banter aside, I would. If he doesn't win a trophy this year, yeah.
Does that not push them back in their stuff though?
No, because why couldn't they get a new manager like Klopp and go forward? Why do people look at it and go,
why would Klopp go to Arsenal?
what?
Why would Klopp go to Arsenal?
I didn't say Klopp would go to Arsenal.
Oh, I thought you said like Klopp.
No, Brendan Rodgers was sacked from Liverpool.
Yeah.
And he's done all right there. Yeah. I know last year it didn't go particularly well, but they sacked him, got Klopp, they went forward. With Arsenal, and this is what the Arsenal fans are worried about. I know they worry about this, yeah. They're worried that if they get rid of Arteta, they're going to go backwards. Why could they not get it? Why could they not get a manager and go forwards?
Who?
Arne Slot 2.0. Arne Slot's coming to Liverpool, made them better.
Is Arne Slot not more of the? Is he not in the minority though? Than he is the majority. Not many new managers come in and do that.
No, but that's the point. That's the point. There are managers out there that can do it. Could they not have got Conceição? Could they have not got Amorim? Could they have not got Slot themselves?
By the way, I put my hands up on it, and LB's witness to this. I take the biggest L over Amorim, and I did put that in the WhatsApp group.
I did tell the chat. Nagelsmann's available after the World Cup next year. Go and get Simeone. Hansi Flick was available this summer, and all I heard from Arsenal fans and United fans was he was shit at Germany.
I'm wondering if Simeone would actually suit Arsenal more different way. I'll tell you this, mate. I think I said this to an Arsenal fan who were going spaces with. I think Arteta's trying to be Pep 2.0.
I don't know. I just think he's run out of ideas, man. And, bro, it's like Arsenal. Some Arsenal fans don't like me, yeah, and I do wind them up sometimes, yeah. But it's only banter.
Did he? Did he really do that? Hang on, no, I'm responding to one of your comments. LB did a full stream on Martin Zell and Amorim. Did you?
I don't recall, but I probably did. But here's the thing, yeah. All I ever say about Arsenal, right? I do roast Arsenal because I don't like the fans. Yeah, like not Nico in the chat.
Why?
Whatever, like,
they're arrogant bastards.
Because
they demand success.
Because they're annoying.
What have our fan base been all season?
Yeah, but we're internally annoying. They're annoying to the external.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
And they do still. By the way, you talk about I only talk about 18 months ago. They still talk about the Invincibles from 2000.
Yeah, but here's the thing. All I ever say about Arsenal is when I was growing up, yeah, Arsenal was an elite team.
Yes, they were.
An elite level team. Yeah. Because I was in school, yeah, like high school at 2005, 2010. Obviously, at the start of that, they were good. And then in primary school, when I was getting into football, you know, like 10, 11, 12, proper, like you understand what the fuck's going on. They were mint at odd redays and all that kind of shit. And as a City fan, I'm sure you was probably the same. I backed Arsenal because I didn't back Liverpool. I didn't back United.
So Arsenal were my second team.
Arsenal were a lot of people's second team. I liked Arsenal, right? Mm. And they were a massive club. They had unreal players. Then they moved to the Emirates, right? They've been screwed. Still don't have a problem with them. They've got this gigantic fan base. And the only thing I ever say about Arsenal is you should not be holding Arteta's hand. Because it feels to me, yeah, like they're in it together. Like Arsenal and Arteta are in it together. They're going to raise together. But my thing should be Arsenal are up here. Arteta, This is his first job. At what point are Arsenal going to go, you know what, mate? You can't deliver us what we need, and that's trophies, which he's not, because he's won once since he's been there. And I'm just kind of like, I don't get it. And then I hear, and I say to Arsenal fans, yeah, I'd sack him at the end of the season if you don't win a trophy. And they say, you don't know shit. They're like, why are you having a go at me for saying I think you should sack your manager because you don't win anything? Like, why is that controversial? Why is that? So if one, because you can't really do it, Pep, right? Let's say a new manager comes in. Let's say Mitchell comes in to City, right?
Yeah.
After Pep, and goes 5 years without winning a trophy. Would it be controversial for me, Martin, to say, and he gets the money, he gets to spend money, right? He takes over a rebuilt team and he gets to spend £700 million. Would it be controversial for me to say after 5 years, Mitchell out?
No.
So why is it controversial for Arsenal, who are a bigger club than Manchester City, and certainly in terms of trophies won, although we are closing, and fan base? Why is it a controversial take for them? Why is it controversial for me to say to an Arsenal fan, you should get rid of your manager because you're a massive club and he's not won anything in the last 4 years? He spent £750 million.
Do you think they're scared of?
They're scared of going backwards.
Yeah, that's about saying.
But in life, you have to take a risk. They want the comfy life. They're looking for the dream. In life, if something ain't going right, fucking take the risk.
Is it too big a risk for him now?
Arsenal. Well, that depends. So the way to answer that question is you look at the players on the pitch, and what you say is that team, could you get another manager, like a standard manager, and expect them to finish in the top 4, comfy, with the team that they've got? And I would say, yeah. Because if you say no, that means you think Arteta's doing an amazing job with the players he's got. Are them players shit?
No.
Well, hang on a minute. Arsenal fans tell me that David Raya is now the second best goalkeeper in the league. They've got the 2 best centre-backs in the league. Last year and the years before, they were saying Ben White's the best right-back in the league. Declan Rice, £100 million player. Odegaard's apparently the best creator in the league. Saka's star boy. Spent £65 million on Havertz. So you can't have it both ways.
No, I agree.
You can't tell me on one hand that all these players are mint and that Saliba's the best centre-back and Gabriel's the best centre-back and Saka's the best right winger, but simultaneously tell me that Arteta's doing a wonderful job. You can't have it both ways. He's either doing a brilliant job with shit players, or he's doing a shit job or a mediocre job with good players. And I think he's doing an okay job with good players. And I don't think that's good enough.
I don't know. It's a difficult one with Arsenal. I don't know which way they need to go with it. I don't know, because I don't think they're going to win either way. I don't think they're going to get what they need out of it.
They don't have the mentality, man.
No, I don't think they're ever going to get out of it what they want.
They don't have the mentality. And you know they don't have the mentality because whenever they play us, they shit themselves and park the bus. And again, the fan base go, oh, yeah, but that's we'll just take the point and leave. And it's like, Klopp never did that. Klopp never came to City and was scared.
No, he did. Yeah, he did.
He didn't come to City and park the bus.
He did at the Etihad. He did.
No, he didn't. He didn't. He did. Klopp did not come to City and park
He did in his last season.
I never seen him park the bus.
He did in his last season.
Not like they do. Not like they do.
Oh, no, not like Arsenal.
It might have been slightly more reserved.
The reason I said it was, I was very surprised at the way they did it. I didn't think they would do it so much. But normally, yes, I will say they did come and have a go. But we had an agreement. Sam will tell you that. We had an agreement. Is that we always won at Anfield. They won at Anfield and we beat them at the Etihad.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, even though we're shit at Anfield, we never go there and just park the bus, innit? We know we're going to lose.
At Anfield.
We never go and park the bus.
We have.
park the
We have.
bus. Not like
Yeah, we have.
Arsenal do, but we always try and get on
No,
the
we've
ball and
never
try and
done
get
that.
out.
We've never done an Arsenal, no.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying
Because I
Arsenal,
think Arsenal
Bro,
have never understood when we've had a go at them for parking the bus.
bro, Arsenal come to City with no intention of trying to win the game. That's the point I'm making. That's probably the easier way of saying it.
Yes.
Whereas when we go to Anfield, yes, we'll all take a point 100%. Yeah. But we try and win.
That's the bit Arsenal fans have never understood. When we are having a go at them, like when they came to the Etihad, it wasn't because we were going, oh, you're part of the bus. It was because to win a title, you have to go the same way Arsenal had to do in the late 90s, early 2000s. They eventually had to go to the swamp and win. The same way we eventually had to go to Liverpool and not lose, whether it was a draw or a win. Yeah.
It's a funny comment. Yeah. I agree.
You have got to eventually, at some point, beat your title rivals on their own patch.
Facts, which is why two things. Yeah. FA Cup game, Manchester City versus Arsenal 2 seasons ago.
Yep.
It was the first Man City. This is when Arsenal were top of the league. And they were top of the league by 6-7 points. And it was the first game of the season. It was in like November, December, because the first game got cancelled because the Queen died. Do you remember?
Yes.
And he came to the Etihad, yeah. We'd not played Arsenal yet, and they were top of the league. And he rotated his back line.
Yes, he did.
And we won the game. And at that moment, I knew we could beat them in the league. And I've always said he made a massive mistake that night, because if he would have come to City, played a full
comment.
Yeah, bigger fish fry. If he would have come to City that day, yeah, played a full strength 11 and beat us,
yeah,
I would have been coming out that stadium going, shit, they're going to do it.
Yeah.
But as soon as we beat them that FA Cup, I knew we could catch them. I knew we could catch them.
We put the fear factor into them.
Yeah, and we also give ourselves the confidence again that we can beat these because we beat them.
And it wasn't just that. The best thing about that was we even beat them. And the fact is, because they thought they were going to come in, flood our midfield. And what we did was went over the top of their midfield. And Arteta went, oh, shit, they've got a plan B. What do I do now? And he didn't know what to do.
But it's like last season, bro, again. I think there was 3 points above us, yeah, when they come to our ground, yeah, and we was crap at the time. Spoke about this earlier on. He could have come to City last year, took it to us. I'm pretty confident they would have beat us because we were bad. We were in a bad way, yeah.
We were in a bad position at that point.
We were in a bad way at that point. Yeah, we were not playing good, yeah. And if he would have beat us that day, I think they would have gone on a 5 or 6 point lead.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that would have secured the lead. And what did he do? What did he do? He had 1 point ahead. So if you would have won the game, Nico, you'd have been 4 points clear.
I'm not
and you would have won the league. And what did he do? He comes to City and just parked the bus. And we drew. And they all did that fucking AFTV channel when, yes, fucking come on, we got a point out. Yeah, he had. But what that did is that put them in a position that they had to outdo City in the remaining games for points. And what did we do? We went and won every single game of the league. Whereas if they would have won that game at the Etihad,
they didn't know what to do. They didn't know what to do. The difference is, Arsenal are happy to draw, we're not.
Yeah, and the thing is,
every place we go to, and this was our problem in the Champions League for 4 years under Pep. We said this is our problem. When we should have parked the bus, we never did. Whether it was Monaco, whether it was the Bernabeu, whether it was the Allianz Arena, or whether it was the Camp Nou, we were going there to win 4-3, 4-0, or whatever we frigging well could. And we used to sit there going, do you remember? Because I always remember you're like 2-1 up and you're going, just hold the ball. And Grealish and Mahrez are trying to get a second and a third, and you're like, what are you doing? You're through. Shut the shop up.
Yeah.
And then Pep went, oh, in the treble year, right, I need to close games off. We suddenly started going to the Bernabeu, started going to the Allianz Arena, and we started just knocking the ball around the back.
This is it, bro. I've always said this. I knew we were going to
Spot
win
on.
that Champions League after the Bayern Munich game when Bernardo Silva did that interview and said, we've realised that we've got to allow the opposition to have the ball sometimes in this competition, and we've got to be comfortable with that. Whereas in previous games, it was, we've got to get the ball, we've got to have the fucking ball, we've got to dominate the
Too
ball, we've
many
got to create.
people think the Premier League and the Champions League are the same competition, and they're frigging not.
Yeah. I've
The
always said, right,
Champions League is a cup competition, and
Yeah.
people have got to remember
it's a
you've got to
completely different
treat it
sport.
like that.
The aim of the game, in cup competition is win.
Exactly. Don't care. It's not the
In
prettiest
the
football.
Premier League, performances matter because performances dictate your long term. So this proves the point, right? After the first 3 games of the season, Chelsea, Ipswich, West Ham, all those games up until the start of our bad run, we weren't good in any of them, but we were winning. But our performances were trash. And eventually, the performances dictated our results, which is why we've gone on this crap run. Yeah, but in the Champions League, it's different. Look at Real Madrid last year. They should have been knocked out like 2 or 3 times. But it don't
I was in
matter.
the final against Inter Milan. We were shit.
Bro, it doesn't matter because in the Champions League, it's about the result. The result matters. Performances don't give a shit because you just need to win the game.
Do you think you look at Jose Mourinho? Jose Mourinho did not win the Champions League with Porto playing pretty football. He knew he had an inferior team compared to the rest of the world. So you know what he did? Inter Milan, when he played Inter Milan and he won the treble with Inter Milan, he played the damn ugliest football you have ever seen. He went and parked the bus everywhere. He got booed out of every stadium going. Did he care? No. He didn't care. Roberto Di Matteo won the Champions League with Chelsea. Roberto Di Matteo, the guy's at the job centre now. Borussia Dortmund
Results
with Lambert, the guy, the former Scots guy, used manager at Villa, Borussia Dortmund and Rangers. What's he called?
The what guy?
The Scottish fella. Oh, he was captain of Dortmund in '97 when they lifted it.
Paul Lambert. Paul Lambert. People are saying Paul Lambert.
Yeah, that's it. Paul Lambert. Thank you. I'm telling you, Dortmund was shit that year. Great team, but they were not the best. You've never needed to be the best to win the Champions League. What you needed to be is tactically switched on.
Correct. Which is why
you can get away.
Which is why I think this country has struggled to, and I think this is why we really struggled when the likes of Barcelona were cooking.
Yeah.
And this is why it's. And by the way, this is exactly the same for international tournaments. By the way, chat.
That's why Greece won the Euros.
And England is one of the least tactical countries on the planet. Now we have got better. Right. We have got better. But back in the day, when we were still playing 4-4-2, while everyone else was still playing 3 in the middle, because they'd realised, and our managers and our players didn't know how to play a 4-3-3 system, because we weren't at it. So about cup competitions, it's about tactics. It's about getting the job done, getting your team set up in a tactical way where you can win the football match. You don't have to be pretty, just get the job done. Premier League, performances. You have to have the performances because you're not going to wing it for 38 games straight. You've got to be playing well.
Yeah.
You know?
It's mad.
Big up to professional El Colt, man. Says, I think we'd still be in the same position with Rodri. We clearly saw his form drop, being overplayed. No player can go that long without a drop. I don't think we'd be in a better position, bro. You can't tell me we'd be in the same position. I said as well, I don't think we would be top of the. I don't think we would be top. Yeah, I don't think we would be top. I think we'd be within 6 points.
Getting a look in a bit shit because they're having to do more running at the minute. Do you know why we get away with Haaland a bit more?
Yeah.
No.
That's Jordan in a coat.
Do you know, like Haaland doesn't do a lot of running sometimes. So this is why you can get away with playing him every single game. Because he's not doing as much running as the others. So there's a less chance of injury. Akanji and Stones, because the defence are under so much damn pressure continuously, and the ball's coming back to them as quick as it's going out from them, they're getting more injuries because they're having to do 3 times more running. If Highland was having to run now 10 times more than others, then he would get injured.
No, I agree.
But the defenders are getting more injured because the ball's coming back at them 100 times quicker than it's going out, and they don't know where to go.
True facts.
And this is why they're coming back from fitness and they're getting injured within 10 minutes. Look at Aki when we played thing. He didn't want to run back because he couldn't run back because he sat there. If I run now, Miami's outgoing and I'm out for the season. And he ain't taking that up. He ain't going to do that.
No, I agree.
So bringing in Mamouche actually does help us a little bit because it'll take some pressure off people.
Yeah, correct.
And if we can get Savio making us with those, so I love Savio on the left.
Yeah.
Think of that, because I tell you what, if he can get that ball going the other way and take the pressure off the defence, there you go.
No, I agree. And
I've said this for 2 weeks. I think us having less possession is not by accident. I think we are literally just taking less possession to get that ball a little bit more quicker up the front.
Might be. It could be.
And that's what I think we're doing right now. Because I think right now we've thought playing this ball side to side is like boring as fuck and it's getting us nowhere. In fact, it's making the midfield do more worrying. It's making the defenders run their ass off and they're getting injured. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll get the ball back to front quicker. Yeah, we're going to give up more possession, but I tell you what, our attack will become more potent. And the 2 times we've done it, we've created double chances than what we've done. Yeah, we may have conceded more chances, but we're now putting the ball in the back of the Union bag.
Yeah.
And that's why for the last 2 games, I don't give a shit about performances. Get the W, let's get these players in, and then the performances will come.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm with you, man.
There you go. That's my Churchill speech. Good night. God bless. See you on the other side.
Nah, man, we will wrap it up now, though, because it's 10 to 3 in the morning. I probably need to go to bed.
I was going to do a space, but fuck it. We're doing it here.
Lads, what's with this random live stream? Oh, it's random, isn't it?
Abhishek, how you doing, mate?
Abhishek, it's random, bro. I can't really answer that question.
It was my idea, this, by the way.
Yeah, it was my idea. I was like, you know what? Fuck it, let's do it, man. Plus, we've not done a stream for a while, so yeah, it's pretty cool.
By the way, someone said earlier on that I didn't go. I finished school. I didn't finish school. I did because I did university as well.
Fair enough.
Criminology degree.
I did college.
BA honours.
I did college building computers, and then they tried to force me to go to university in it. I said, I'm not going uni, and they went, you got to apply. I was like, I'm not going. And she went, no, you got to apply. They forced me to apply for university, mate. Try to get me in debt.
Yeah, you got to. You got to.
Something that I didn't
when
want.
When we were kids, you had to apply for uni. There wasn't an option back then.
Yeah, but they tried to scam me into getting student loans. I didn't want to go, man.
Do you know I'm about 15? I'm about 15K in the hole because of I stayed at home, because I went to MMU.
Yeah,
Manchester Met, by the way, if anyone didn't know, Manchester Met. And I sat there and I still got loans. And I went to the student union, you know where the Frog and Bucket used to be?
Yeah.
On Oxford Road.
Yeah.
Went in there, union.
Yeah.
All there, loved it. And people were throwing loans at me left, right, centre. I lived at home. I was out on the piss all the time. I was
like
on
a little bit of a scam, doesn't it? Like these young people.
But even in the union, they were offering you loans. With reps from the banks in the student union offering you loans. They're not stupid. Obviously, they can't do that now because they've tightened all the laws up. But I stayed at home and got 15K in the hole. Stayed at home. And my idea of staying at home was to go obviously I could have gone down to Fallowfield and stayed in, the student residence in Fallowfield. Could have gone there. I'd probably have had less, but I'd probably not be as much money.
Yeah, I'm with Julie, man. So I think, when people say to me, do you think I should go uni? I say, do you have a career planned where 1, you have to go to uni for it, and 2, there is a seriously realistic prospect, for you to get the job in that trade. Like, are you going to go uni, get the degree, and then there's like one job in a million applicants? What's the fucking point? But like, if you want to be a doctor,
school, that's how I become a
if
teacher.
you, yeah. So that's a great example. If you want to become a teacher, you have to go uni. You're going to be able to become a teacher because there's loads of jobs for teaching. You do it, yeah. But like, just be careful, innit, man? Going to uni, get yourself in all this debt if you're gonna do some random.
My lad's an engineer. He's an electronic engineer, but he's not an engineer. He's engineered for one of the big, like water companies. He makes a mint, and I'm telling you, he never went to uni. He got an apprenticeship out of college.
Well, that's the hot thing.
Out of college, got an apprenticeship, and he now runs his own sector and goes around Europe doing engineer jobs around Europe.
Yeah, if you can get an apprenticeship, do it, man.
An apprenticeship.
You don't get
when we were kids, apprenticeships were known as do you know what apprentices were known as when we were kids?
What?
This is going to sound so degrading, but it was. This is how we were spun it in colleges. It was the thick people who weren't clever enough to go to uni, do the apprenticeships.
Yeah, well, now it's different. You know, now someone who does an apprenticeship is like,
because you used to promise you this.
Yeah.
You get a degree, you're guaranteed to get this starting wage.
Yeah, whereas now it's
bullshit.
Dead,
it's not. No, it just guarantees you an interview. It doesn't guarantee you anything else other than an interview.
Listen, bro, I think the whole education system and all that kind of shit is a scam, bro. Yeah, I think it's a scam. I think our education system in this country, like, why are we not learning about like setting up like businesses and like fucking creating shit and like designing stuff? Instead of just like, when I went to school, bro, I'm not being funny. I walked in, I learned maths. I did 3 English lessons a week. Yeah. I'm fucking English. I can speak English, bro.
Yeah. And you know what they don't teach you? Direct debits, tax, bills.
You don't cheat on this, man.
They never taught. I did not know. You'll know this. Did you get taught about direct debits as a kid?
Nah.
I woke up one night having a panic attack because I didn't know how I was going to be able to buy a £200,000 house. I'm like, I got 200,000 because they never taught me about a mortgage.
No, they don't talk to you about it. They don't do that kind of shit.
About it.
They don't do that sort of stuff. Yeah. And Lou, this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying uni's a scam. I'm saying go uni if you know what job you're going to do.
Yeah,
and you need to go.
University is for a specific career that you want.
Yeah.
So be a doctor, be a nursery, be an
engineer. Like if you need to go like engineer or that kind of shit. Yeah,
it's different. If you want to be a vet, for example, yes. But if you don't, there are youngsters that are coming out and they are told to go to university and they want to be a plumber and they'd be better going doing an apprenticeship.
Yeah, exactly, man. Yeah,
what they would go in there. Because you know, this is the scary thing is, you know what a lot of jobs ask you now when you go in? What experience have you got? Well, nothing. I've been at uni for 3 years. Well, that's no good to me.
Yeah, but this is what pisses me off about the whole system. Yeah, and I'm not even in this system. Yeah, these people will go uni for 3-4 years, get out, apply for a job which says requires degree, 25 grand a year, and I'm like, you're taking the piss. This person's gone to uni for 4 years. You're telling these people, that they've got to have a degree to apply for your job, and then you're going to give them 25 grand a year,
which is not much above
minimum wage now. Probably
minimum wage now, 25k a year.
It's like crazy. 25 grand a year for a degree job, and it's like, what the fuck, man? Like, I'm not being funny. If you put, in my opinion, if you put on your application must have a degree, it should be minimum 35k.
Is this where you're going to announce your YouTube apprenticeship scheme to people?
Yeah, and Tyrese, if you want to apply for a YouTube panel show member. But nah, it's just that's why I don't like it, man. It's like these people have gone to uni for 4 years. They've studied hard. Yeah, they've got into all this debt, and you're gonna
what?
You should
Sorry. Sorry, just put Rajiv's comment up. What jobs he got?
You don't get paid over 100k for a career. You'd rather be a janitor. Well, this is the thing now, yeah.
If you don't get paid over 100k a year,
Well, I don't know what that could be dollars. I'm not sure
is
what
that
that is. Yeah.
dollars? Yeah, you need to because no one's getting 100k a year over here.
But here's the thing now. Here's the thing. What's happened now, yeah, especially in this country. It might be different in different countries, right? But here now, if I was a kid now, young person, 16, 17, I'm getting into a trade. I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm a plumber. 100% I'm a plumber. I'm getting into a trade, cash. Get paid cash, yeah? Get paid cash, plumber, yeah? Some guy come round to my house to sort out some work, yeah? He was here for about an hour and a half, 120 quid. I started chatting to him. I said, oh, how long have you been doing this? He said, 15 years. I said, oh, so how many jobs you get a day? 3 or 4, 120 quid cash every day. Bro, the guy's earning like 5 ton a day, yeah? Cash money. And yeah, he said it is hard work beyond belief. So it's hard work, yeah, but he says 500 quid a day, plumber.
And he'll charge more at weekends. And
Call out fees, all that kind of shit.
By the way, Coffee's in the chat. Congrats on the semi-final first leg win, mate.
Who's in the chat?
I like Coffee as a Newcastle fan.
Oh yeah, big up, man. GG's. But yeah, bro, I'd be a plumber, man. Plumber, Sparky, something like that.
Yeah, I'll say this. Teachers here get paid just over 20k, 22k, 23k as a teacher.
Yeah, that's pretty mad. That
UK wages are very low compared to the rest of the world. We're quite low.
Crazy low.
And the thing is, unless you go in a certain area,
you
can't. I've said this to a mate of mine who lives in Canada. We can't negotiate our wage when we're in the interview.
Yeah,
unless you're going into a top level job. But if you're just going to say apply to work for the government, you can't negotiate your wages till you know your wage when you go in. I
like this. Biggest advice is do what makes you happy, then the money will follow. Okay, so if you can do what makes you happy and live off it, yeah, like you might not have to be like, as long as you're comfortable, do that, man. And then, you know what I mean? Because I'm telling you, man, like if you're doing a job that you hate, the money ain't. I don't think the money is worth it, man.
No, happiness, no money's. Happiness is worth more. I got told this of my dad before he got ill.
If it's making you like fucking stress, like you can be stressed and like that, but if it's making you really like you're getting home and you're like fucking breaking down, it's not worth it, man.
No,
not worth it.
Do you know what the scary thing is? My dad said to me, he said, "You are the luckiest person in the world if you can find your dream job on your dream wage and be happy."
Yeah,
because not many people find it.
No,
Like, honestly, you know this, Abby. The amount of people who think what we're doing right now, is some sort of like, me and you are going to sleep and we've got 15k just suddenly dropped in our account. And we're celebrity superstars. The amount of people who think that is unreal. I know people who started YouTube and they think they're going to become like Mr. Beast or AFTV or whatever, and you're like, nah. That ain't happening. I hope it does for you, mate, but
yeah, no, it's true, man. It's true. I think working for yourself, if you can do it, is great. Do you know what I mean? But I work for myself now, self-employed, and it's mint, bro. Like my income is directly related to how much effort I put in. So over the summer, wasn't really an effort thing. Obviously, I was moving house. So I didn't do too many streams. Didn't earn a lot of money. Whereas like there's some months, and I'll dial in. And I'm kind of feeling like this at the moment, Like I'm just fucking 2-3 streams a day, every day. Every day. You know what I mean? Watch alongs, bang, I'm there. You know what I mean? Because it's like you're in it and I'm like, yo, I'm on this. And even if there's no super chats or donations, I'm earning ad revenue. And it's like I'll do the streams, not for the money, but like it's rolling. It's like, yes, I'm doing it. But when you're working in a job, it's like, and I was like this when I was at the insurance company. I don't know, man. Some days I didn't feel anything because I was going into work and I was like, I can just sit here for
Especially
7 hours.
in that
Yeah,
job.
in that, and you worked in that job, same job I did.
Yeah.
I could just go into work, sit there for 7 hours, do nothing, get paid, chilling.
And you got pissed
So,
off.
and obviously you don't have the freedom. So if you can, obviously I know some of you guys will be at maybe at like 15, you're not at that time where you can like just easily move to a self-employed job. But if you're younger or you've got the money in the bank, like fucking go try and go self-employed in something. Try and create a business or something. Unless it's not easy because obviously you don't get holiday pay, you don't get sick pay. Shit might just not work and then you're just screwed. But like,
It's not hating you. I don't work anywhere near as much as you, but I work in spurts. So like tomorrow, now I'm on. Tomorrow I'm on. Next day I'm on, and then I'll go dead for 2 days. Then I'm back again for 4 days. I'm like a 4-day, 5-day on, 2 days off. I do it that way.
the one thing I would say is, yeah, if you're young, so if you just come out of college, school or whatever, or uni, take a fucking risk. Bro, take a risk, man. If you just
And do it when you're single, by the way.
take a risk in it. If you're gonna come out of university, bro, yeah. My advice, obviously, you can feel free to disregard this advice, but like if you're just come out of uni at 21 years old, don't just go and get a standard job paying 25 grand a year and then do that for the next 15 years. Take a risk, start a business. You create something.
Yeah.
Do something where like it's a bit of a
When
risk.
you're young, you will never get that opportunity again. You can never roll back the time.
Yeah, facts.
And get young. Because the one thing I will say, too many people come out and they think getting a girlfriend and having kids is great. It is brilliant. Do that when you are ready to do that. The one thing is you will never get, if you've got the chance to be single, young, and start a job or a self-employed business, do it.
Do it, bro.
Because
and if it fails, who gives a shit? At least you tried it. Then you just go and get the standard job.
Don't do it where it then could affect a child and your partner and somebody else.
Because then you
take the gamble when it's when you're the only risk.
Yeah.
Or you're living at home with mum and dad or whatever.
Facts.
Don't do it when you bought an house and you got a wife and you got a kid on the way, because then your motivation doesn't become about you. Your motivation becomes about your house, your wife, and your child.
This is so true, yeah.
So do it when you will never get your young years back.
Yeah, no,
never
I agree.
Get them back.
I agree. That's what you need to do, man. Like,
I know I'm going to go in, but one thing I will say, I would not give up my wife and my children for anything. But I got the chance in the 3rd year of my uni to go to North Carolina and do criminology in America for a year, all expenses paid. And I said no because I had a girlfriend. 6 months later, me and that girl broke up. And I lost the chance to go and study in North Carolina, to come home 3 times a year, have all my money paid for me, everything. And I gave it up for TNA. That's because I was thinking with that and not that. And I do regret it.
There you go, guys. If you're in that age category, you know what I mean?
Do it, man. Don't just think. I mean, obviously, I love it now because I got my wife, I got my children. I wouldn't have got that, but just don't be young and stupid.
Yeah. No, it's true, man. It's true. You got to just take a risk when you're young, man. And listen, I got to tell you this as well. If you take the risk, it might not work out. Yeah, there's probably a good chance it won't work out, because if you're going to do something like that, it's a risky. It's inherently risky for a reason, because most of them fail. But do it, and then in 10 years' time, when you've got the normal job that everyone else has got and you're just earning the normal life that everyone else, at least you can look back and say, I fucking tried. I tried it. Because, bro, like, not that I have an idea that I'd like to do, but like sometimes now, and obviously I'm very like privileged doing this job, like fucking, I get it, yeah. But like at the same time, I look back like when I was 18, especially because I just didn't go uni, and I thought, like, could I not have done something at 18, like created something or designed something? Not that I don't like this job, because I fucking like this job, and like I'm a privileged job, I get that, yeah. But like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, because I just went straight into an insurance job. I just got a job in an insurance company. I just did that.
And that was tedious.
And I did that for 10 years until I quit. But like, Bray, there's got to be something that you can think of at the time. Maybe that thing could have been started this YouTube channel 10 years ago. Imagine if I would have started this YouTube channel 10 years ago. But I didn't.
Yeah. So if you want to be a footballer, you want to be a whatever, don't let anyone ever say no. I would go.
Max, bro. This is true.
Don't let anyone ever tell you no, but don't do it too young, too old.
Yeah. Yo, big up Catman, man. Says college in this day and age should be in later life since they require experience again. This is something that I've always thought as well, you know. Why don't they say to you, you come out of school, take a year, 6 months, and then decide what go to college, and then after college take 6 months, then go.
They can't get your money out that way.
Because I feel like it's just
Can't
like,
get your money out, yeah.
if you don't do that, if you don't go straight away, they're going to be like, you're not going to go, and then we don't get your money.
Anyway, I'm going to go now because it's 3 in the morning and balls to sleep. I need to go and look after my dad now. So yeah. Done 4 hours. I'll see you again in another 6 months.
We've done 4 hours. All right, and bro. Big up, man. Big up for jumping on.
Big up
Make
the
sure you guys
chat.
are sub to Mancunian Way, innit? Plug the channel, bro.
Tomorrow we're doing a phone-in show. So come on. We're doing a calling show at 9 p.m. So come and have a chat. Thursday, we are doing our live transfer show. Thursday night chat at 8:30.
That could be good actually, because we might have big Marmouche news by then.
That's why I keep pushing it back. Because I'm speaking to people going, should I go today? Should I go tonight? No, tomorrow. So I'm like, right. So yeah, tomorrow we're doing a calling show. All about you guys. And then Thursday we'll do the transfer and the Salford preview. And then Saturday night we'll do the post-match for Salford. Or Sunday, depending if we lose. Because if we lose, I'm doing it Sunday. Bollocks, I'm doing out Saturday night if we lose.
Sweet.
Not if we lose to Salford. I'm not doing out for a week.
That is you'll get a Martin sit here in crisis video.
Then you'll get a crisis video. No, sure. It's only the FA Cup.
Madness. All right, and guys, we'll wrap it up, man. Big up for joining, man. It's been cracking stream. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you do, smash the likes. Make sure you guys subscribe.
Glory hunting twats. All here.
Yeah. Pick up your glory hunters or your happy clappers.
Or you happy clappers. Or you old sods. Or you whatever sods.
Yeah.
But can we spare a moment?
Spare a
moment of silence.
Oh yeah.
For the Arsenal fans who are clearly suffering. It's a moment of silence. Anyway, good night, all.
You know, on that, Lee's. I just checked Lee's fucking live.
He's still going.
He's doing a stream now. It's called Generational Emergency Meeting. So we'll redirect you to Lee. Guys, get in his stream. Spam LB raid. Yeah, I'm gonna raid him. Spam LB raid in his stream. Generational Emergency Meeting he's doing, guys. You got to get on this, man. I'm gonna tune in now. I'll redirect you. LB raid in the chat. But yeah, big up, guys, man. I've enjoyed it tonight. Make sure you guys smash the likes. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. Subscribe to Martin. I'm back tomorrow. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out. LB raid in Lee's chat. Let's go.